Left out of the second game, back for today. And he'll want to get his tempo going straight away because this is
for the Patriots.
a run chase that demands some intensity
this catch
for the
in a hurry.
Patriots. Won't forget this catch.
And nothing delivery, not a little bit short and whipped away. But look at the leap.
Nothing delivery, not a little bit short and whipped away. But look at.
And the El Dorado
But he has to win the
celebration,
first wicket for the
as
Patriots.
we've grown accustomed to
28
from
for 1.
Mohamed Nabi, his countryman, ensuring that he gets off the mark in terms of the wickets.
Scott Coolline takes over from Bin Zafar after a very expensive over for the left-arm spinner. Sami at slip.
What I thought Darren Sammy did well in the last game is the
Joshua Da
rotation of his
Silva
bowlers.
back into the.
There's so many options, and this is the reason why the Silva is here. You just have to enjoy that.
He knew what he wanted to. He wanted to sit back on that back foot to exploit the lack of a deep fielder for the
Behind
Patriots, square on that one side, as he did in the second ball of the over in a hurry.
And nothing delivery, not a little bit short and whipped away. But look at the looking at that St. Kitts and Nevis dugout there. You can see the concern and the El Dorado celebration. The loss of that wicket, that very important from Mohamed Nabi. Of course, we're here, his countryman in Taruba, South Trinidad, at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy. Gets off the mark in terms of the wicket. Magnificent facility. A wonderful part of the country as well.
Scott Coolline takes over from Bin Zafar.
Spoken at length about the importance of
a very expensive
the top
over for the left-arm spinner.
And this man had an excellent debut in the Hero CPL 41 or 41. Dropped for the next game, so psychologically there may be some impact on him.
I'd say it was a solid day.
Darren Sammy did well in the last game.
A runner ball is solid to me rather than spectacular.
This is the reason why
he needs to,
the Silva is here.
And it was his first game, so we understand that at this level, so he gets a bly for that. But
just have to enjoy
if
that.
he does get another innings, he has to go at a better tempo. He knew what he wanted to come in to sit back on that back foot to exploit the lack of a deep field going as well, behind square on that one side, as he did in the second ball of the over.
Just looking at that St. Kitts and Nevis dugout there, you can see the concern, just to underscore that the position in which he's batting, that number 3 position, that wicket, that very important, such a crucial position here. Many times you come in the power play very early, the Brian Lara Cricket Academy. Sometimes you come just outside. Magnificent so you have facility. To be able to pace your innings and to understand the requirement of what is needed at different stages. Sometimes you come just outside, so you have to be able to pace your innings and to understand the requirement of what is needed at different stages. Sometimes you come just outside, so you have to be able to pace your innings and to understand the requirement of what is needed at different stages. Sometimes you come just outside, so you have to be able to pace your innings and to understand the requirement what is needed at different stages. Sometimes you come just outside, so you have to be able to pace your innings and to understand the requirements of what is needed at different stages. Sometimes you come just outside, so you have to be able to pace your innings and to understand the requirements of what is needed at different stages. Sometimes you come just outside, so you have to be able to pace your innings and to understand the requirements of what is needed at different stages. Sometimes you come just outside, so you have to be able to pace your innings and to understand the requirements of what is needed at different stages. Sometimes
Sometimes you come just outside. So you have to be able to pace your innings and to understand the requirements of what is needed at different stages. Sometimes you come just outside. So you have to be able to pace your innings and to understand the requirements. Sometimes you come what is needed. Outside. So you have to be able to pace your innings and to understand the requirements of what is needed at different stages. Sometimes you come just outside, so you have to be able to pace your innings and to understand the requirements of what is needed at different stages. Sometimes you come just outside, so you have to be able to pace your innings and to understand the requirements of what is needed at different stages. Sometimes you come just outside, so you have to be able to pace your innings and to understand the requirements of what is needed at different stages. Sometimes you come just outside, so you have to be able to pace your innings and to understand the requirements of what is needed at different stages. Sometimes you come just outside, so you have to be able to pace your innings and to understand the requirements of what is needed at different stages. Sometimes you come just outside, so you have to be able to pace your innings and to understand the requirements of what is needed at different stages. Sometimes you come just outside, so you have to be able to pace your innings and to understand the requirements of what is needed at different stages. Sometimes you come just outside, so you have to be able to pace your innings and to understand the requirements of what is needed.
One right-hander dismissed again, followed by Dennis Ramden, comes into part, Evan Lewis.
The silver would be that point to that. For this man, lots of experience. The focus will be on him. Become good.
Perhaps intending to hit that a lot straighter and not as hard.
What is required in this
Maybe the bounce
situation.
need a slight purchase from Ruston Chase. Sends it into the
the strike, take the strike, bring this game
off of one for two. Good bowling by Chase. One right-hander dismissed again, followed by Dennis Ramden, comes into part, Evan Lewis.
Bowler. Maybe a little bit underrated as well. What he does point to that. For this man, international, lots of experience. The focus will be on him. Doing a good job, come good. To understand a little bit better what is required in this situation. Evan Lewis at the other end. You'd expect that Dennis Ramden would look to get the singles, the ones and the twos, take the strike, bring this game a little bit further down.
Outstanding from Ruston Chase. 5 overs gone, 41 for 2. Good bowling by Chase.
Keep going, buddy. Yeah. Go.
Match 7 so far, 172 for 6. There was some standing stroke play from Fletcher. Mark Dale, and then later on Mohamed Nabi.
Over in the last
wonderful innings of 35, not out of 22. Patriots in reply, 41 for 2. And the power
a little
play
bit
is just
underrated
about
as
done
well.
and dusted.
What he does on a regular basis.
A lot of
International
responsibility
cricket for the
now
West Indies team.
with Evan Lewis. Finish rammed
Doing
and
a
no
good
one
job here for the Zouks.
Keswick Williams. That's this challenge.
How does Evan Lewis play now with the loss of 2 wickets?
Different
And the ball
trophies
spinning away
around.
from his eye line now.
This one, the Hero CPL Season 8.
Outstanding from Roxton
Trident
Chase.
have
5
that,
overs
won
gone,
that
41 for 2.
Last season. A lot of experience, Keswick Williams. Sometimes his range is on the expensive side, but he does get people out. Shrewd bowler. Here he goes, up against Evan Lewis. Oh, scythed away as easy as you like, Evan Lewis. Moods, what did you think of that? Match 7 so far, 172 for 6. There was some standing stroke play from Fletcher.
He's in the zone.
No doubt and then later on, Mohamed Nabi.
Glorious
Wonderful
cover
innings of
drive
35.
down on the one knee.
Not out of 22.
Such a clean hitter of the
Patriots in
ball.
reply, 41 for 2.
Guy when he gets going.
And the power play is just
It's
about done and
as
dusted.
hard and as far as anyone.
A lot of responsibility now with Evan Lewis. Finish rammed and no one strike. Keswick Williams. That's this challenge. We won't be happy, Keswick. I just saw him turn around quickly, much to his disgust. Trophies around. Had the arms out. This one.
He would have bought lots of
the Hero
Lewis, so
CPL
have a set
Season
plan. He
8.
would have thought through it very carefully over
The Tridents have that.
the
They own
last
that.
24 hours to
Last
how he's going to
season.
approach both Lewis and Lynn, really the two key power hitters at the top of the order. I would have suggested that
Experience,
thought a
Keswick
change
Williams.
of pace is a key.
Sometimes his range is on the expensive side, but he does get people out.
Just making sure that he
Shrewd
doesn't
bowler.
offer
Here
too
he
much
goes,
width.
up against Evan
because
Lewis.
Like a lot of left-handers, Lewis is very, very
Oh,
keen on a bit
scythed away as easy as you like,
of
Evan
sort of
Lewis.
bouncing Denny just a fraction more. I just wonder whether
Moods,
that's
what
the
did you think of
grass,
that?
the good covering of grass on this surface.
Concur, Moods. Absolutely.
He's in the zone.
Appreciably more
No doubt
grass.
about that.
Yes, it's not green and
Glorious
fresh.
cover
live,
drive down on the
but
one knee.
Thatched. Plenty
Such
of
a
it.
clean hitter of the
Yeah,
ball.
I do. I think it's contributed
guy
good
when he
pace
gets
and
going.
bounce on this side of the square.
It's as hard and as far as anyone.
And that sort of change up there where Keswick's obviously cutting his fingers across the ball, and the one previous to that, they just bounced a little bit. It's gripped enough. Got to be smart. It's a T20, all sorts of different surfaces. We won't be happy, Keswick. I just saw him turn around quickly. Bag of tricks, much to his disgust. So good. The Butler had the arms cutters. Sometimes just in that one finger grip. Just
Well, he would have bought lots of Lewis, so he'll have a set plan. He would have thought through it very carefully.
There's the
over
leg cut, and there's a bit of zip.
the last 24 hours to how he's going to approach both
Fletcher couldn't
Lewis
hold on
and
to it.
Lynn, really the two key power hitters at the top of the order. I would have suggested that real frustration, change of pace is the key. Shown by Lewis there, he felt that he missed out there. Nearly just making sure that he doesn't offer onto that helmet, which would have been a costly blow. Like a lot of left-handers. Lewis is total. Very, very. That happens. Keen on a bit of width. And just sort of bouncing.
Good zip.
Denny,
Look at
just
this.
a
Look
fraction
at
more. I just
take
wonder
off.
whether that's the grass.
Really did
the good
surprise
covering of
Fletcher.
grass on this service.
Almost concur, Moods. Absolutely. Deck, appreciably more grass. Yes, it's not green and fresh. And almost. Very thatched. A metre shy of the maximum. Veranda. Good pace and bounce. So there's the power play. And the Guardian life. And that sort of change up there. Done and dusted. It's 52. Cutting his fingers across the ball. And the one previous to that, they just bounced a little bit. It's gripped enough. Got to be smart. T20. All sorts of different surfaces. 6 off. Got a wide, but as I'm mentioning, his bag of tricks.
Nicely
So
picked up.
good
Just
there.
little leg
Leg
side,
cutters off, cutters.
fine leg in the ring,
Sometimes
rather than just
one finger
swiveling,
grip, just something
flicking it
floats
over
out
short,
occasionally.
fine leg.
There's the leg cut, and there's a bit of zip.
End of the power play.
Oh. Fletcher couldn't hold on to it.
Well, that's real frustration shown by Lewis there. He felt that he missed out there. Nearly ricocheting onto that helmet, which would have been a costly blow. 5 to the total, if that happens.
Good zip. Look at this. Look at that takeoff. Really did surprise Fletcher. Almost clocking the Roston on the deck. Chase, that is. Yeah. Oh, almost. About a metre shy of a maximum for Ramden. So it is the power play done. The Guardian life power play is done and dusted. The Zouks, they were 6 for 4. That loss. Big difference. On the mind of Mark O'Donnell. Always busy jotting things down, making notes. Lots of protection now, of course, for the spinners.
Up. Just a little leg side, fine leg in the ring. Ramden just swiveling and flicking it over short fine leg. Bonus boundary at the end of the power play.
Change in the field with the right-handed Ramden. 3 men in the deep on that big boundary on the onside, and Roston Chase just tweaking that. So makes his man a bit squarer.
I think the interesting thing to note too is those outfielders on that big side.
Chase, that is.
Are in from the boundary line by at least 5 to 7 metres, which is good positioning.
Against Evan Lewis.
Prevents
power play done.
Them from running those twos out to those deep pockets.
The Zouks, they were 64. That
Make a pause, yes, because it is out. They're celebrating.
The mind of Mark O'Donnell.
The Zouks. Another Patriot has gone. It's a big wicket here.
Notes.
Again, some good captaincy here. Good matchup with the off-spin of Chase against the left hand batting of Evan Lewis. He was batting very, very well, striking some wonderful boundaries. But if you're looking to match up any bowler against the left hand of Lewis, you'd opt for an off-spinner. Ball just angling in and straightening was his undoing. Little edge behind, he goes for 29, a well struck 29.
Change in the field
it's
with the right-handed Ramden.
3
men in the deep on that big boundary on the onside, and Roston Chase just tweaking that. So makes his man a bit squarer.
I think the interesting thing to note too is those outfielders on that big side are in from the boundary line by at least 5 to 7 metres, which is good positioning. It prevents them from running those twos out to those deep pockets.
Well, part of the combination of the Hall brothers.
They're celebrating
in dunk.
The Zouks.
There's a lot resting on those shoulders.
Gone. It's a big wicket here.
34 and 29. So he's struck a little bit of form early.
Again, some good captaincy here. Good matchup with the off-spin of Chase against
really do
the
need something special from him now.
Batting of Evan Lewis. He was batting very, very well, striking some wonderful boundaries. But if you're looking to match up any bowler against
just the 2 runs and a wicket,
of Lewis, you'd opt for an off-spinner. Ball just angling in and straightening was his undoing. Little edge behind, he goes for 29, a well struck 29
just for the 3 runs in his 2 overs.
Roston Chase, a real bonus for the Zouks to have that return. He's not the preferred off-spinner. Mohammad Nabi is the #1 off-spinner in that playing 11. He's bowled 2 overs as well.
300 लोग अगर सब्सक्राइब करेंगे तो हम सीधे 78,000 पे पहुंच जाएंगे। जय हिंद भाई कुमार जी, स्वागत है आपका, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। क्या हाल चाल आपके? तो
Spinners, yes, they used to get there, but still, be able to get out strikers, halt them in their tracks, in the power play, they can be so dominant, have so much advantage.
Do you have questions about Medicare? At eHealth, we make Medicare easy. Visit us online to learn more about your Medicare plan options and see if you can save money on your Medicare coverage.
What they're enjoying as much as anything is the bounce on this surface.
Hero CPL really do need
Speaking
something
of this
special from
surface,
them
we'll
now.
be playing on this surface again
5
this afternoon, straight after this game virtually. So don't go anywhere. It's the Warriors against the Tallawahs, and that'll be a great matchup.
Very good over.
Serious power hitting.
Just the 2 runs
in
and a
both
wicket.
of those sides.
3.
Two favoured teams this year. One not to miss. Yeah, 2 wickets just for the 3 runs in his 2 overs.
Run rate quite healthy up there. The Warriors.
Roston Chase, a real bonus.
Lying 4th posi at the moment.
For the Zouks to have that return. He's not the preferred off spinner. Muhammad Nabi is the number 1 off spinner in that playing 11.
Angle.
He's bowled 2 overs
over
as well.
The wicket. Up against Dineshram. Wonderful luxury, isn't it? Come in and do their job. It's okay, and it's time for Funky Dunky. Spinners, yes, they can get in, get set, be able to get out strikers, make a difference to this Patriots chase in the 173 is what they're trying to so dominant, so much advantage. Best total posted here.
The 2 off spinners, they've bowled 4 overs and have got 3 for 10. 3 wickets for 10 runs.
Yeah, confirmation the highest ever, not just the highest this season.
I think what they're enjoying as much as anything is the bounce on this surface. Speaking of this surface, we'll be playing on this surface again this afternoon, straight after this game virtually. So don't go anywhere. The Warriors against the Tallawahs, and that'll be a great matchup.
Long ons back there.
Serious power hitting in both of those sides. 2 favoured teams
so
this
good
year.
Straight. Bender loves to drive on the up, straight and wide D. Anything short, of course, it's going to disappear. Got a couple of points in terms of that net run rate, quite healthy up there. Very Warriors. Swivel pull. Here come the Warriors. 4th posi at the moment. Taylor. So now we've got McCoy. Excited and playing coming over. Angle. Start over the wicket. Get back to Hero CPL. Up against Dineshram. There's that lovely cover drive. So fluent. It's been done to do. It's okay, and it's time for Funky Dunky. See if he can get in, get set. It's a very good catch. This is just freaky. One of those ones that stick. Chase. Nudgy bullet takes it. 173 is it'll make the vault down. The classic catches. The best total posted here. Here's will make the El Dorado celebrations vault every season.
ताकतवर
Yeah, confirmation the highest ever. Highest this season. Highest team total. Great vibe. Reload. 3 years we've been coming and playing at Lara since it started here.
Keswick just
it's new venue.
I encourage Muhammad Nabi to sort of branch out a little bit more than the fist punch. Just give us a bit more sort of
long
Caribbean flair. And he's got plenty of that, hasn't he? Williams,
so good straight.
Classic.
Bender
loves to drive over the years.
Go straight and wide classes for the rest of his teammates. It's going to disappear. Celebration 101, come along to the class at 8:30 in the morning on the tennis court. Here come the Warriors. Monday. It's Taylor. Piece of life. There's the midfield and the plane coming over. You're backing up. Get back to awareness. Hero CPL.
Well, required rate is 9.3, so both these players, experienced players, have been monitoring that. They'll just be making sure that it doesn't tip over to 10 and go beyond 10.
Very good catch.
They'll be happy with it.
One of those ones that stick
under 10 and operating in those 9s.
It'll make the vault, the classic catches.
Back deeper into this innings,
and then
make they can try to chip away at it when they get a little bit closer to the 20th over.
Dancing. Keeping everyone in the groove and bopping. Great vibe. Yep. Reload.
Yeah, Keswick just trying to encourage Mohamed Nabi to sort of branch out a little bit more than the fist punch. Just give us a bit more sort of Caribbean flair. And he's got plenty of that, hasn't he? Williams, he's an absolute classic. Seen some good ones over the years.
He'll be running classes for the rest of his teammates from overseas. Celebration 101, come along to the class. It's at 8:30 in the morning on the tennis courts. On Monday. There's the misfield and good backing up, good awareness.
Well, required rate is at 9.3, so both these players, experienced players, will be monitoring that. They'll just be making sure that it doesn't tip over to 10 and go beyond 10. They'll be happy with it just sitting under 10 and operating in those 9s as they back deeper into this innings, and then they can try to chip away at it when they get a little bit closer to the 20th over.
Hustling for 2. Experienced players, but yeah, he's hit it a bit too well in dunk. Yeah, and so, okay. Yeah, you're sitting in your dugout, Moods, and just keeping an eye on that too. And messages go out or out.
I don't think he's sending messages out. I think players that experience already out there. They understand exactly where it needs to be. Now, they'll be aware that the run rate is roughly at 9s and be wanting to keep on top of that. We'll also be talking about which bowlers they prefer to take on, which ones they feel more comfortable trying to target for boundaries.
Well bowled. So, decent over apart from the wide. 6 from it, 60 for 3. Lots of talent on offer for match 8. Jamaica Talawars. They're in the house as well. I've seen the Warriors. Some seats and get ready for the afternoon match. 2:15 local time. Tee off. Oh, Roston Chase. Thought about 2. Thought better of. Andre Russell, he hobbled off in the previous game, but well documented about him, that the surgery on his knee. It is his front leg, his left knee. A lot of issues with it over the years. Landed on it heavily on occasions as well. Limped off the previous match. A lot of singles. Asking rate will start creeping up a bit more. Yeah, Moods. It's gone over 9.5s now. But in check.
Let's do it fast. Let's do it fast.
70 balls to get Nelson. 111 required of 70. Should be 2 here this time. And it is.
Ramsden will be very aware that he can't take on that leg side boundary. It's too big a strike for him. He was those ones and twos. Where he'll think his boundary will come is through that offside, trying to beat extra cover to his left or right to find a boundary. Where Dunk, though, if he gets one a little bit straight, he may look to sweep or slog it to that short side. Aaron Sammy still on the attack, though, which is, I feel, good captaincy at this stage. He's still looking for wickets. He puts himself in a slip, and now he removes himself from slip. So, period there, I thought it was, yeah, a good move. Why not? Let's get rid of Dunk. Let's see if we can nick him off. Well, off spinner's bowling well. Let's give him the support.
All that effort for no run. Yeah, with the slip, in particular, as you mentioned, the bounce is a tall man, Roston Chase, and he's bowling beautiful.
And it also, if you've got a slip in there, it stops him from playing that reverse sweep. He's making a change now. He's moving himself from mid-wicket into that backward point. So he's getting a little bit more protection behind, square on the offside. It's amazing. One stroke, suddenly change of thought with the field. That's nearly all the way through him there. Looking to hit that into the leg side, playing across the line of it. So another good over, just 5 coming from it. 9 gone at 65 for 3.
Yeah, you looking at the bags. Yeah, you looking at number 1. I gotta tell him, Yeah, you looking at. Yo, no cap, do that. Cause when the B's to the knees like 100 degrees, it's the B to the EST.
Kicking rate's at 9.8 now. Frustrating for the coaches or a batting coach. Fletcher got the 46 and got out meekly, really. Lewis annoying as well for the Patriots. Get set, get nicely set. And you get out when you're 29 and cruising, and the team needs you big time.
Between them, and it's 3 for 15 they've returned that off-spin combination. So that's where they'll be pointing the finger.
Change up. Frustrating for McCoy. Yeah, just a little too much leg side, but I like the idea. Thinking that change up to bowl a tennis ball type slower bouncer. Not for the rain, folks. You're thinking certainly for the UV factor. Very humid and sticky. And we're in that sun. Very hot indeed here. Talking about definitely getting up around late 20s, 28, 29, and over 30 now, you'd have to say. 12:45 p.m. here local time. Dunk being happy to just try and settle in here. Knows his responsibility. Simply has to get a score here if they're going to threaten the Zouks. .106 seems a long, long way away, but 2 guys in, a lot of experience, a lot of nous. Face the next 30, 40 balls, who knows? Uh-oh. Well, he's clocked it, and lucky Dunk has.
I've got a feeling he wasn't looking to hit it down deep mid-on. I think he's going a lot straighter, if not just over straight mid-off. Mistiming and dragging it with that inside edge down to deep mid-on.
Oh my God.
Interesting with McCoy, because he has got some wonderful slower balls at his disposal. Just got to be a bit careful. Doesn't get bit too cute to be against these experienced gentlemen, Ramden and Dunk. The left-hander actually got the nice protection on the onside for Obed McCoy. See what he wants to come up with here. Long on stays. Skipper Sammy is at orthodox mid-off inside the circle. Fine legs up, third man's back. Cover point on the fence. There's that lovely straight hit. Doesn't get all of it.
Same stage. The Zouks were 19 ahead where the Patriots currently are, and just the one down.
Interesting. Little shovel stroke. Oh, sloppy. Sloppy with the throwback. There's an overthrow, so there's an extra run to the team. From St Kitts and Nevis. Mohamed Nabi. Little flick. How many wheat picks? Long way up. Long way up. And a long way over the fence. Dennis Ramden has battered this one. Got enough of it. Hero maximum. Much needed for the Patriots. 78 for 3, and they're going to have the old...
Nick Kelly first drop. It's T20 career. It's T20 career. Most top order players have got to make use of the power play to the max. Got a slip, and that's Raheem. Well, this will liven up Nabi a bit. Won't mind the lefty in to go away from it, and then to get it to slide in. Eldorado drone, what a classic sky cam and a half. Oh, yes. Eldorado celebration. Yes! Tommy Mooney, we love this game. Out early. The lefties called it from the back of the box. Oh my.
Let me tell you about
cricket. You can't keep this man out of the game, Mohamed Nabi.
Cricket is the fingers you break.
Make that wicket number 6 for him overall in the
this
tournament
is the game we play. It's what we do. 100% cricket.
Gets the new man, Nick Kelly, goes without scoring. It's not for 2 now. There is the first one. Patriots fans, I'm feeling for you. Gorgeous part of the world, St Kitts and Nevis. Yeah, roverable out there. Those gorgeous islands. The clash of the Saints. Lucia winning the toss. Go CPL up front as a group. Here's Scotty Kugelon. 10 wickets so far, best with a little forfer. He's having a nice little time of it here. His first outing here in the Caribbean. Hero CPL. Against Dinesh Ramden and have Rakeem standing in slip. All there is, and the skipper is catching a straight as short wicket. Friendly on leg stump and allow Ramden to... No, he won't. Yeah, good call. Great throw.
Always very nice when planning comes through and produces success. As we've seen with most teams, slow bowlers to Chris Lynn, Nabi doing the job
after
for
10
the
over
Zouks
78
there,
for
and then
3.
Nick Kelly, the new batsman, the perfect
looking very
off-break
nice.
to
Remember,
left-hander.
this is a home game for the Patriots.
It's finding the outside edge, and
Nevis.
the big man, Rakeem
Beautiful
Cornwall,
part of the Caribbean.
safe as houses. Stay low, big
Beautiful
guy.
beaches, lots of things to do. If you're into water sport, that's the place to be.
He's watching a little bit of Scotty Kugelon come out of a winter.
Undulating hills,
He's a bit rusty. Hard to get going.
volcanic peaks,
Occasionally you fall over as a quick bowler.
Frigate Bay, nice part of the island.
Joy bowling to the left hand and just going across, just with an angle.
Roston Chase will continue. Ramden is well set, 24 from 16.
Yeah, just naturally starting to slide there a little. Sometimes you just lose your aim just subtly.
Excellent
It takes a bit
effort
to get it back.
from
You
the
get some
off-spinner,
rhythm, get some
Roston
time
Chase.
at the bowling crease
People
in a
already
match
into
situation.
fourth
So
over. Look at those returns. Remarkable on a good pitch.
Might be wondering what's going through the mind of Evan
Timbers.
Lewis, having lost
Roston Chase strikes.
partners
He's
on
been
the
bowling
other
wicket
end.
to wicket. Once bend down,
He's just faced his
misses.
first delivery. He is the informed
He's due to
batsman.
hit, and
Does
he's
that
done
add
that.
pressure on him to perform yet again?
The man strikes
How will
again.
he deal
Roston
with it?
Chase. It's the third wicket. Look at this shot.
Usually
Sweep across the line.
An attacking player,
You
Evan
miss, I
Lewis.
hit. Not the best looking strokes here from Ben Dunk, but a magnificent result for the St. Lucia Zouks. And
What
look at that
separates
celebration
good batsmen from
from
great
Roston
batsmen.
Chase. He's happy.
Situational awareness and how
Ben Dunk goes
you
for
respond.
5, 78 for 4 now, the
that's
Patriots.
going to be crucial. Still has to try to capitalize on the restrictions in the power play overs. His record here at the Queen's Park Oval is phenomenal, averaging over 50, 52.3 to be exact. Strike rate of 158. That should tell you what his approach will be like.
Here's the other one. Here's the shape out. He's known for the Scott Cougar line, so when he gets that lovely searching length, he's been definitely hitting the wicket. Because of the slow serves, he's thrown this one up. Very inviting, I like it.
Kyron Powell.
Just saying he likes to go across the left
His
hand. That's good.
first CPL match since
Like a
2016.
young Danny Morrison with that out swing.
And that haircut. The mullet from the 20th century.
Immediately off the mark.
There is
So
again, it's a
through
nice
this dismissal.
line. Get that to go in or out.
Trying to heave this one over mid-wicket. Missing it completely.
Spoke about 5
Ben Dunk.
dismissals
It's been
to
really
spin
unsung.
Chris Lynn.
Roston
This is the
Chase in
second one.
First 2 games. Firstly with the bat and then with the ball.
Spinners,
2
they've
wickets
placed
and
him
over in the last match. Following up
In the
that
shackles, so to
really
speak, Mohamed
nicely.
Nabi on that first occasion. Rashid Khan of the Tridents getting him, and Nabi again.
Finds a gap. Should be a couple.
Say about that, aren't you?
Landing is quick between the stumps.
Spin the lid. Stop it.
Was
Oh,
a little
yeah,
bit
pace
surprised
off.
that
Seen
Ben
it
Dunk
so
came in at
often.
number 5.
T20.
Previous 2 matches, he batted number 4. With 2 good starts. 34 from 21 against the Tridents.
Balls out a little bit.
And against the
Cougar line.
Warriors. 20 from 24.
Bit on the swing. Start.
Silva got the opportunity to bat at number 3. Will need a lot more than singles and twos.
to get this target score, the Patriots.
Excellent returns, like I mentioned before. 13 dots, 3 wickets, 12 runs. You'll take that any day. Been really exceptional, especially against the left-handed batsman, but also good against right-hand as well.
82 for 4.
Morrison with that old swing. And then haircut. Mohamed Nabi on that first occasion. Rashid Khan of the Tridents getting him. And Nabi again.
You're say about that, aren't you? Spindleton? Stop it. Oh yeah, pace off. Seen it so often in T20. Just needs to push balls out a little bit.
Patriots with a fair amount of work to do. They will get hard in the fact that they still have 6 wickets in hand. Fletch, good knock today. 46. You missed out on your 12th CPL half century. How would you assess your effort with the bat?
I think I started pretty well.
I like the
in
adjustment.
the middle overs, I think I choked away a bit. But having said that, Nabi and the other guys batted very well, and that gives us a strong total to defend.
Things looking good so far for you guys in this game. How you see it right now?
It's just single to finish. Just 2 overs. It's 5 for 30.
Before you answer that question, Fletcher, I want you to look at the big screen.
Email me the final figures.
Highlights of your batting. Enjoy it.
I gave up, mate.
Keep going, Kaz. Keep going, Kaz.
I did mine online in 5 minutes.
You must have enjoyed these shots, Andrew Fletcher.
Yes, for sure, I did. Last year I struggled a bit, but I'm very grateful for the way I started this year, and hopefully I can continue the form.
The double water pounder with cheese is back. A timeless classic.
You seem to stand beside the ball for the left-handers. Played some really nice cut shots there, Fletch, beating backward point.
Keep going, Kaz. Keep going, Kaz.
Nice timing
Keep up.
from Paul, just one. Now on the lighter side, Fletch, that nickname of yours, Spice Man, where did you get that from?
Actually, I got that from Danny Morrison. You know, he came to Grenada once and he just fell in love with my country. And from ever since, you know, knowing that I'm from Grenada and playing in the CPL, he always called me Spice Man. I guess that helped him to remember Grenada. Keep going, Kaz. Keep going, Kaz.
That's a guilty person. Danny Morrison naming persons in the Caribbean.
Yeah, he's a fun guy, man. I love him.
Everyone loves Danny Morrison.
One ball, Kaz. One ball, Kaz. Back up.
Fletcher, I'd like you to return the favor to Danny. What's his nickname? What name would you give Danny Morrison?
Oh my, that's a big one. Honestly, I will have to think about it. He loves smiling as me, so I really can't think about a name right now. Sonny Dari, Danny. Catch it!
Lofted shot.
Remember,
Just clears the
remember.
fielder there at mid-off.
Back up!
Mohamed Nabi, I reckon it was.
Remember, Kaz.
Karen Powell looking for the boundary. There's not enough connection there, but fortunately for him, it fell over the lurking Mohamed Nabi. We've already seen a magnificent catch from his Afghani counterpart, Najibul Zadran, to dismiss Chris Lynn.
Du weißt schon, dass er dir Heal gibt, ne, Justus? Er gibt dir sogar Heal, ne, wenn du Linksklick machst. Also wenn du
I want to ask you a little bit about the Zouks team in 2020. I know you've been busy behind the stumps, but...
Oh, Shieldbreak, ich hab ihn Shieldbreak, Shieldbreak.
What's different about 2020 and your team?
Justus, gib mal Groot, ich will mich healen. Ja, gib mir das, ich will mich healen.
I guess, Andre, you didn't hear me.
Junge, ich will mich healen.
Wo werde ich denn hier abgeschossen, Mann?
They trying to chat with Andre, the next over or so.
Low, also Schild weg.
One delivery left in the over.
Hilfe, Hilfe, Hilfe. Junge, Justin, Sebi, was machst du? Du schießt erstmal.
We've spoken about their batting prior to the start of this match and how top heavy they are. It's really crucial that Dinesh Ramdin, this man on strike, bats all the way through. He's doing the right thing at the moment. We'll need a boundary or two very soon at the end of 12. 89 for 4.
नबी का कमाल है भाई इस मैच में। तो नंबर मैंने स्क्रीन पे दे दिया, जाइए और मजे लीजिए। 7903711544 पे जाइए और मैच विनिंग के बारे में जान लीजिए, क्योंकि ये 3 बजे वाला भी मुकाबला है, कल भी है, IPL भी है, सब कुछ है। यारा मैं क्या करूं तुझ पे रब दिखता है। बिल्कुल 11 पे 4, 3 ओवर कंप्लीट। अब विकेट भले ही गए हो, ये मैच को लेके जाएंगे काफी हद तक। ऑल आउट का भी संभावना रहेगी, क्योंकि 4 विकेट गिर चुके तो मुकाबला है तो डाउन हो चुका है यहाँ पे।
Andre, you've been a part of this franchise from the onset. What's different about this team in 2020?
Well, to be honest, I'm
the
energy, the confidence, the coach actually brought into the team. It's really helping us go in there and playing positive cricket.
तो कसिनो, पोकर्स, क्रिकेट, CPL, IPL सब कुछ 9891331111 जल्दी से कर लीजिए।
Try to keep our questions short. We don't want to distract you, Andre.
के लिए भी शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ आप सभी का। 3.2 ओवर कंप्लीट इन दिस मैच। जी हाँ, ये मुकाबले जरूर बदल रहे हैं यहाँ पे, और विकेट जिस प्रकार से गिर रहे हैं उसमें थोड़ी संभावना भी है कि इस प्रकार से अगर विकेट गिरेंगे तो आप सबको है जो देखना पड़ रहा है।
Dinesh Ramdin.
चंदन ब्रो देख रहा होगा मेरा लाइव स्ट्रीम, उसको बोल देना भाई।
The run rate required now.
देखिए प्लेयर्स को अब मजा आएगा कि खड़े हो चुके हैं। दबाव है टीम पे, दबाव जब भी होता है तो टीम है जो कुछ खास नहीं कर पाती है।
Dinesh Ramdin.
तो स्क्रीन पे नंबर आपके पास
his chances against the off spinner. Of course, he will beat into the
जल्दी से जाइए
bigger part of the ground.
और मैच को है जो लाखों रुपए विन कीजिए इस मैच से। तो 3 बजे वाला मुकाबला है, उनके लिए आप किस प्रकार से बनेंगे?
Important attention to detail is in T20 cricket, if you're a captain, a batsman, a bowler, and Sammy's been spot on in terms of his use of the off spinners. Mohammad Nabi, Roshan Chase came on from the right end, allowing the right-handers to hit to the bigger side, and to the left-handers, who's bowling quite straight, giving them any room at all. Good lengths as well from Roshan Chase. 3 wickets.
ये 4 रन मिलेंगे आसानी से नहीं यार, यहाँ पे भी पहुँच गया। मतलब टीम को बहुत मुश्किल स्थिति में रन बनाने की स्थिति टीम की मुझे थोड़ी मुश्किल जरूर लग रही है। तो 98913311
And Lucia, Zouks, they won't mind this at all. They won't mind the singles. But they'd be very concerned about the boundaries. And if they can restrict Kids and Nevis, Patriots from getting those boundaries and just pushing that required rate up every single over.
तो टेलीग्राम की लिंक आपको वीडियो के नीचे मिल रही है, तो टेलीग्राम ज्वाइन जरूर कर लेना। सभी बंदे टेलीग्राम की लिंक आपको मिल रही है, जल्दी से ज्वाइन कर लीजिए। वहाँ पे हम आपको टीम भी देते हैं और मैच पोल भी डालते हैं।
Not interested. Let's
और
do
एक
it for
सबसे
Junior.
बड़ी बात कि आपने चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो देखिए आई बटन आपको वीडियो के ऊपर दिख रहा है, उस आई बटन पे जाइए और क्लिक 11+ चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए जल्दी से जल्दी। और वीडियो के नीचे भी आपको चैनल की लिंक मिल जाएगी, क्लिक 11+ उसे भी सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए। अगर अच्छे दोस्त मुझे मानते हो तो वीडियो के नीचे लिंक मिलेगी, 1 मिनट भी नहीं लगेगा, 15 सेकंड लगेंगे। जाइए और उसे सब्सक्राइब जरूर कर लीजिए, वीडियो के नीचे लिंक मिलेगी। रिक्वेस्ट है जितने बंदे हैं जल्दी से सब्सक्राइब कर लेना, वीडियो के नीचे लिंक मिल रही है, इग्नोर मत करना यार भाई की बात को।
Excellent again from Nabi. 95 for 4.
चंदन कुमार बोल रहे हैं, देखो कमेंट छोड़ रहा हूँ, आप पढ़िए यार। क्यों नहीं पढ़ेंगे यार, जल्दी से आप सभी के कमेंट नहीं पढ़ेंगे तो किसके पढ़ेंगे आप? भाई कौन सी टीम विन करेगी? 7903711544 पे यहाँ पे मैसेज करो यार। यहाँ पे भी रन मिलेंगे। प्लेस भागा है, 2 रन लेने की कोशिश करेंगे और 2 रन आसानी से मिल जाएंगे। जी हाँ, तो आपने सुन लिया है, टेलीग्राम की लिंक मिल रही है वीडियो के नीचे, सभी ने सुन लिया होगा, जल्दी से ज्वाइन कर लीजिए। टेलीग्राम की लिंक वीडियो के नीचे मिल जाएगी, जल्दी से ज्वाइन कर लेना वीडियो को। देखिए वीडियो को जैसे स्क्रॉल करेंगे सबसे पहले आपको टेलीग्राम की लिंक मिलेगी, उसके बाद क्रिक 11 प्लस ऑफिशियल चैनल मिलेगा, उसके बाद इंस्टाग्राम मिलेगी। तो क्रिक 11 प्लस चैनल को आप जरूर सब्सक्राइब कर लेना, ऑफिशियल चैनल है, आप सभी को पता ही है, तो उसे ज्वाइन करने में बिल्कुल जी हाँ, क्रिक 11 प्लस आप सभी के लिए ऑफिशियल चैनल है, तो जल्दी से सब्सक्राइब कर लेना और मजे लेना हमारे साथ। आप जुड़ चुके तो हम आपका साथ कभी नहीं छोड़ेंगे। कितने रन बनेंगे अब आपका है जो सीजन, अगर आपको चाहिए कि 5 ओवर में कितने बनेंगे, 6 ओवर में कितने बनेंगे।
Yeah, for sure.
क्या बात है, 5 ओवर यहाँ पे
with 10,000 people around,
और इन
kind of feed off it. But
5 ओवर की बात
I remember telling the guys, the team that actually builds that energy within the dressing room and on the field can actually can help.
विराट ठाकुर बोल रहे हैं कि मुझे प्रमोशन करवाना है भाई, इंस्टाग्राम पे आना पड़ेगा। वीडियो के नीचे आपको इंस्टाग्राम की लिंक मिलेगी, अगर किसी को भी प्रमोशन जैसे अगर बात करनी है तो इंस्टाग्राम पे आपको लिंक मिलेगी। जी हाँ, इंस्टाग्राम के वीडियो के नीचे आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में इंस्टाग्राम की लिंक मिलेगी, वहाँ से आप जाइए और इंस्टाग्राम पे मुझे मैसेज कीजिए, वहाँ से मैं आपको रिप्लाई दूंगा। वीडियो के नीचे इंस्टाग्राम की लिंक मिलेगी, प्रमोशन एनी फॉर जो भी अपडेट चाहते हो इंस्टाग्राम पे। 14 रन 7 ओवर, एस्टोरिया 4
A message for your fans in Grenada, Andre, and what they can expect this season.
बहुत ही शानदार होने वाला है, जल्दी से लाइक कर दीजिए।
I've decided to come out here and play my natural game, be positive as much as I can.
जहाँ से भी मिलना चाहते हो मिल सकते हो।
I know the Trailblazers, they are looking out for big things from me, so I have a lot to offer, and hopefully I can bring the team to the playoffs.
यार आप सभी ने लाइक भी कर दिया, तो टेलीग्राम की लिंक वीडियो के नीचे है, आप सभी जल्दी से जाइए ज्वाइन कर लीजिए, नहीं तो टेलीग्राम ओपन करके @क्रिक 11 प्लस देखेंगे तो आपको मिल जाएगी, और इंस्टाग्राम पे मिल जाएगा, फॉलो कर दीजिए इंस्टाग्राम पे, जल्दी से इंस्टाग्राम पे आके फॉलो कर दीजिए, बातचीत करेंगे आप सभी से। तो प्रेडिक्शन की अगर बात की जाए तो कितने रन बनेंगे ये सब भी आपको जानना जरूरी रहेगा।
That was a vicious swing, just picked it up and gets the hero maximum.
Come on guys! Yeah, what a blow here, the 100 up for the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, and we've spoken about the need for a boundary. And Dinesh Ramdin, well, he responds in typical Dinesh Ramdin fashion.
टेलीग्राम है ना, आप सर्च
just
करो
helping
ना,
that
टेलीग्राम
one
पे आपको
over,
कुछ नहीं
deep
करना है,
backward square,
आप टेलीग्राम पे
slightly off target, and boom.
नहीं,
there she goes.
CRIC11PLUS दिखेंगे, @क्रिक 11 प्लस सबसे ऊपर लोगो दिखेगा आपको, क्रिक 11 प्लस के साथ रेड लोगो दिखेगा लाल, नहीं तो लिंक से ज्वाइन में प्रॉब्लम आ रही तो आप क्रिक 11 प्लस लिखेंगे तो आपको मिल जाएगा।
Where will Kugaline go? Will he go full outside
हो रहा तो गूगल पे जाओ, आप छोड़ दीजिए टेलीग्राम को, गूगल पे सर्च करो क्रिक 11 प्लस, तो आपको यूट्यूब चैनल भी मिल जाएगा और आपको है जो टेलीग्राम भी मिल जाएगा, इंस्टाग्राम सब कुछ मिल जाएगा। CRIC11PLUS इतना आप गूगल पे लिख देंगे सबसे ऊपर आपको मिल जाएगा।
Keep going, Scotty. Keep going.
Okay, brother, love you यार, फोन करने के लिए भाई। चलिए कॉल भी आ रहा है तो बात भी कर रहे हैं। 18 रन 5 ओवर कंप्लीट, 4 विकेट, टीम है जो बड़ी मुश्किल मसला में फंसी है, तो इसे अगर निकालना तो आप सभी को है जो जल्दी से है जो कर दीजिए व्हाट्सएप 7903711544 पर जाइए और जल्दी से व्हाट्सएप कर लीजिए, मजा आएगा आप सभी के साथ। सपोर्ट करने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, लव यू गाइस। ओहो 4 रन मिलने की चांसेस लग रहे हैं मुझे, फिर भी देखते हैं। नहीं यार, खुल कलई पहुंच ही जाता है, क्या करें यार इसका। तो गाइस नंबर स्क्रीन पे है, आप मुझे कुछ मत बोलना है, आप जो भी आपको देखिए सेकंड बैटिंग का कुछ पता नहीं भाई, आज मैच बदलने वाला है, ये मैं जरूर कह लेता हूँ। साला SMS आ ही जाता है, देखिए SMS आ ही जाता है और ले चलता है वहाँ पे मुझे, और ये भी मुझे कैसे ऑटोमेटिक है जो प्रॉब्लम दे रहा है यार इस लाइव स्ट्रीम में। रन आउट होने का देख रहे हैं कि भाई रन आउट होगा या नहीं, उसके बारे में भी नजर डाल देते हैं। यार क्या करें, कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा, साला इतने दिन नहीं था, अभी SMS भी ऑटोमेटिक ओपन हो रहा है, उसको बिना ओपन किए हुए ओपन हो रहा है। सभी बताइए मुझे।
Good use of the short ball here from Kugaline. to put him off guard. Really there, Kieran Powell. The back end, Sultan Ver still to come, but it's very critical that these two carry them a little bit deeper. Dinesh Ramdin in particular, having gotten set now, faced 29 deliveries, 39 to his name. So he's done a remarkable job, but what he needs to do is to ensure that he takes the team over the line. Cannot be satisfied with what he's done so far.
Needs his partner on the opposite end as well to strike at his strike rate, 130. Next and gone. This time, Kugelheim strikes. This will put the Patriots in further trouble.
22 रन हुए, रन बनेंगे इस मैच में क्योंकि विकेट बड़े गिरो और ये दोनों प्लेयर्स अगर टिक गए तो डक लेके जाएगा। हैमिल्टन भी है, काफी सारे दोनों प्लेयर्स अच्छे हैं। चलिए एक छोटा सा मजा लेते हैं।
Yes, another short delivery, this time down the pitch, advancing and gets the edge in search of a boundary. Kieran Powell.
Love you guys, love you guys.
Head through the wicketkeeper there.
क्योंकि कल वाले भी मेंबर्स देख रहे हैं, पुराने मेंबर्स हैं, वो भी लाइव देख रहे हैं। वो तो मुझे पेटीएम पे सपोर्ट कर सकते हैं, उनके पास नंबर है, तो वो सपोर्ट कर सकते हैं पेटीएम पे अगर करना चाहे तो। क्रिक वीरेंद्र, क्या बात है यार, वीरेंद्र भाई आपने मुझे कैसे पहचान लिया यार? वीरेंद्र जी आपके नंबर है मेरे पास, वीरेंद्र भाई आपके नंबर है मेरे पास, ऑलरेडी सेव है। वीरू भाई के नंबर मेरे पास ऑलरेडी सेव है। और भाई चैनल सब्सक्राइबर करने का बोलते रहो, क्या बात है यार, आप सपोर्ट करते नहीं हो फिर भी आपको सब कुछ फ्री में चाहिए। ऐसे बंदे होने चाहिए ना, सब कुछ फ्री में, मजा लीजिए इस फ्री में मुकाबले का। वीरेंद्र भाई आपका एसएमएस आया, मैंने पढ़ा है, जी हाँ, इग्नोर नहीं किया वीरेंद्र ब्रो। क्रिक वीरेंद्र ने बोला हाई प्रमोशन
ऑन यूट्यूब। 2 centuries in T20 cricket for Sultan Ver.
तो 9891331111 नंबर मैंने दे दिया, चाहिए जल्दी से मजा लीजिए।
In the low order.
देखिए भाई अगर विश्वास हो तो ही करें, बिना
विश्वास CPL record.
6 ओवर्स 22 रन 790371155 कौन सी टीम विन करेगी जल्दी से कर दीजिए भाई। पेटीएम नंबर मैंने आज नहीं दिया, सो यार बिल्कुल पेटीएम नंबर नहीं दिया। जो भी बंदा दिल से अगर इंस्टाग्राम की लिंक वीडियो के नीचे मिलेगी, वहां पे आप मुझे हाई का मैसेज जरूर कर देना। जी हाँ, दिल से अगर सपोर्ट करना चाहे तो मुझे पता चलेगा कि कौन सपोर्ट करना चाहे। इंस्टाग्राम की लिंक वीडियो के नीचे है, जल्दी से आ जाइए। प्रमोशन क्या मैसेज आया है, प्रमोशन फॉर द यूट्यूब के पंकज चौधरी ब्रदर, आप हमारे इंस्टाग्राम पे आ जाइएगा, वीडियो
Lucia Zouks, they've picked up wickets.
नहीं तो आप है ना यूट्यूब पे लिखे क्लिक लेवल सब कुछ आपको अवेलेबल मिलेगा। CRIC11PLUS अगर ये आप गूगल पे टाइप करेंगे सबसे ऊपर यूट्यूब चैनल मिलेगा, फिर आपको इंस्टाग्राम की आईडी मिल जाएगी, फिर आपको टेलीग्राम पे मिल जाएगा, सब कुछ मिल जाएगा। अब क्या बोलूं यार, को समझ में नहीं आ रहा है। चलिए तो 7903711544 पे जाइए और वहाँ पे देखिए 7903711544 पे मैच कौन सी टीम में 9891334111 दोनों नंबर अवेलेबल। भाई राजकुमार जी अगर आप सपोर्ट करना चाहे तो प्लीज इंस्टाग्राम पे आ जाइए, वहाँ पे मुझे बोले मैं आपको नंबर दे दूंगा
in CPL.
क्योंकि यार इसमें मैं नहीं दे सकता मेरे पेटीएम
need to replicate that.
क्या है चैनल वाले मुझे यार
give the Patriots a chance and support Dinesh Ramdin and the good work he's produced so far.
क्या करें समझ में नहीं आ रहा, मैं आपकी किस प्रकार से मदद करूं यार, मेरा चैनल होता तो मैं आपकी
Well, the Republic Bank fan stand, we've had the fans bringing their questions in. Let's hear from Robert Imanas from St. Lucia.
चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए यार, जल्दी से कर लीजिए यार। देखते हैं, मैं ओपन कर लेता हूँ यहाँ पे टेलीग्राम ज्वाइन कर लेना, बहुत ही बढ़िया उनका शॉट। एम्पायर खड़े सीधे हाथ लगा दो। विनोद ब्रदर क्या बात है, विनोद अभी तक गाइड नहीं हुआ लाइव स्ट्रीम से, जल्दी से आ जाइए लाइव और मजा लेंगे। ये और परेशान कर दिया यार, इतने सारे मैसेज कहाँ से आ रहे हो देखना।
Commentators, what do you all feel about Zouks' chance this year on CPL?
बल्लम पिचकारी जो तूने मुझे मारी तो सीधी सादी छोरी शराबी हो गई।
Neatly worked away Will it have the legs to go to the boundary? I don't think so.
कुछ नहीं भेजा मेरे
Just
नंबर
answer
है
that
नहीं आप
question
बिल्कुल ना भेजें मैं
from our
आपको
fan.
बता दूं स्क्रीन पे मेरे नंबर
I think
नहीं है
the
आप
Lucia
बिल्कुल
Zouks,
ना करें वहाँ पे सपोर्ट
they have as good a chance as any in this
अगर
year's
करना चाहे तो
tournament.
इंस्टाग्राम की
They've
लिंक
managed
मिल
to
जाएगी वीडियो डिस्क्रिप्शन में जाइए वहाँ से मिलिए
keep
मेरे
once
से
again like they've done in the past. But what is impressive for me this season is their
मिल
bowling and
जाएगी
the
आप सभी
options
को
that they
लव यू
have.
गाइस तो यार देखिए आपको आई बटन के अंदर चैनल दिखाई दे रहा है क्रिकेट प्लस उसे सब्सक्राइब
Mentioned a little bit
कीजिए
earlier, the off spinners, they've gotten 4
मराठी गाना गाओ
wickets so far in this match.
मराठी गाना
But just under
कौन
13,
सा था यार
almost
मराठी
8 overs
गाना
at the end of 15, 110 for 5.
Watch cricket on the go.
चलिए यार कोई बात नहीं अच्छी बात है आप
favorite sport.
कर रहे हैं मजा आ रहा है
Anytime, anywhere. Watch all the cricket on www.willow.tv on all digital devices for free as part of your TV subscription. Watch all cricket matches on Television Plus digital devices.
Well, I hope Samuel Badri has answered your question, Robert Imanas from St. Lucia. Remember, fans, you can send your questions to Republic Bank's social media.
हर मेरे दोस्तों
Continue to answer you.
चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए कंजूसी बिल्कुल ना करें
63 required from Titi Deliveries now. The last 5 overs, Tom Moody and Ian Bishop will share the entertainment.
मेरा बस यही कहना है ड्रोन आ चुका है अपनी सबकी लाइव तस्वीरें आपकी मोबाइल के ऊपर से आ रही है तो जल्दी से है जो लाइक ना करे तो कोई बात नहीं है चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लेना और मजे लेना इस सब का तो टेलीग्राम की लिंक अवेलेबल है वीडियो डिस्क्रिप्शन ज्वाइन कर लीजिए कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम हो तो क्रिकेट प्लस क्रिकेट के सबसे ऊपर रेड लोगों के साथ आपको मिल जाएगा तो जल्दी से कर लेना ज्वाइन दोस्तों और इंस्टाग्राम की लिंक आप सभी को वीडियो के नीचे मिल जाएगी तो इंस्टाग्राम पे आप आ जाइए कुछ भी बात आपको करनी हो
continue. He's got 2 left.
तो आ जाना
Well, the 2 already gone for 19. Picked up the 1 wicket.
अपनी लाल गली है ना वहीं से
Ramden on strike.
27 रन 7.1 ओवर कंप्लीट इन दिस मैच
He's on 40 off 31. He's played well.
मुकाबला जरूर बदला जा रहा है
Needs some support from the other end.
अभी भी बाकी है
Lifted over square leg. One bounce forward. So continuing to target that short side.
देखिए फैन कोड आपको जो प्रेडिक्शन देता है बिल्कुल
Does pick his gaps very well, Dinesh Ramden, when he plays the varying roles in T20 cricket,
CPL के जो भी मैच है
working the
गलत में
ball,
और हम जो प्रेडिक्शन
rebuilding a score, all looking to accelerate.
एक मैच आपको सही देंगे फिर 3 मैच आपको लगातार है जो पूरी तरह से जो गाना सुनाने को बोल रहे हैं यार दिल संभल जा जरा फिर मोहब्बत करने चला
Dribble that talked about earlier, many teams and Patriots more than maybe others suffering partly from not having that practice time, understanding each other's roles and abilities. Kyron Powell having to come in as a replacement. Joshua De Silva in his first season at this level. Because Fabian Allen, for example, hasn't been here. So it's been a challenge understanding where to fit guys in my view.
वीडियो के नीचे मिलेगी टेलीग्राम की लिंक और जल्दी से कर लीजिए आप सभी है जो
Please the call, you could hear it, I'm sure, through the effects microphone.
जल्दी से ज्वाइन कर लीजिए कमेंट्री की बात करें तो 29 रन फॉर विकेट 7 फॉर और कंप्लीट
I think just picking up on the Fabian Allen situation, I think him alone leaves a massive imbalance to your side because he's a power hitter. And power hitters are rare. Good ones. His strike rate 160 plus, so he's in the top end of power hitters. He's a gun fielder and he can bowl some left arm spin for you. So to replace that at that level is near on impossible.
प्रमोशन वगैरह अगर कुछ ऐसी बात हो तो आप मुझे है जो जल्दी से इंस्टाग्राम पे मिल जाना इंस्टाग्राम के लिंक वीडियो नीचे मिल जाएगी तो वहां से आप मुझे संपर्क कर सकते हैं 30 रन 7.5 और कंप्लीट इन दिस मैच मैच जरूर बदल रहा है जी हाँ ये सबसे बड़ी बात आपसे मैच बदल रहा है यहाँ पे पूरी तरह से मैच बदला। मुझे सुसु आ रही है यार, मोती आ रही है, क्या करे अभी, ऊपर से नीचे डायरेक्ट करना पड़ेगा। ओहो 6, क्या बात है। डंक ने है जो अब डंक लगाना शुरू कर दिया है। जी हाँ, डंक है जो इस स्कोर को लेके जाएगा काफी हद तक। और यानी सिंह इतनी सी तो है नहीं, आफत मचा रखी है। कोई बात नहीं है भाई, एंटी पुलिस बुला लेगी तो यार तेरा कर लेगा हैंडल। यो हनी सिंह, लवली पॉप। जी हाँ, सबसे बड़ी बात आप सभी की, जो भी आप बोल रहे हो वो गा रहा हूं मैं, WWE। तो आप बस एक ही उम्मीद है, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लेना। और मैच कौन सी टीम विन करेगी जानने के लिए संपर्क करें 7903711544 पे जाइए और वहां पे देखिए मैच कौन सी टीम विन करेगी। जी हाँ, 7903711544। अगर कसिनो पोकर सब कुछ आप खेलना चाहते हो, रमी वगैरह, तो 9891131111 आपको भी मिलेगी आईडी। भोजपुरी सॉन्ग कमरिया, आहा कमरिया ऐसी लापा लौड़, लवली पॉप लागेलू। चलिए भाई, ये गाना बहुत हो चुका है। 77। देखते हैं कितने रन बनेंगे, क्योंकि डक है जो मैच को बदलेंगे। जी हाँ, जाकिर हो या फिर कुछ भी, डक है जो मैच को बदलेंगे, डंक मारेंगे आज मैच को।
2 for 26 for Kugelheim. 2 for 26 for Kugelheim.
यूं तेरा मुस्कुराना और आके चले जाना, किस्मत का है खुल जाना, तेरा दीदार हुआ पहला सा प्यार हुआ इस दिल को लगा। चलिए 37 रन 8 ओवर, मतलब टीम बहुत मुश्किल स्थिति में है। देखते हैं कोई अच्छा प्लेयर आ जाए और इस मैच को पूरी तरह से बदल दे। तो 7903711544 पे जाइए और देखिए कौन सी टीम मैच को है जो विन करेगी, जल्दी से जान लीजिए। और 9891311111 पे जाइए और देख लीजिए। आप सभी को पता है, आप सभी वहां पे देखिए, मजा लीजिए। लव यू गाइस, फैंटास्टिक मुकाबले देखने के लिए। रा 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 रो रा रो। यार आज तो मेरा क्या करूं यार, कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा। ऊपर से डायरेक्ट करना पड़ेगा ऐसा लग रहा है मुझे। तो 38 फॉर विकेट, 8.4 ओवर कंप्लीट। हीरो CPL T20 मैच नंबर 15। सोलह 16,000 बंदे लाइव है, जल्दी से सब्सक्राइब कर लेना। इसने जरूर उठ रहे हैं पर विकेट तो नहीं मिलेगा यहाँ पे, क्योंकि बैट के लगी है, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है, क्योंकि विकेट मुश्किल है यहाँ पे। चलिए, विकेट की तो कोई बात ही नहीं है। एयरटेल वाले को तो मैं ना पूरी तरह से आज है जो 100% उसको तो प्रसाद दे दूंगा। बीच में साले को मना कर दिया मैसेज करने का, फिर भी SMS डालता है। क्या करें उन बंदों का, बताइए आप सभी। शमशिया के साथ में है, मेरे साथ जुड़ी हुई है, बिल्कुल आप निश्चिंत रहिए। पल पल है जो मेरे साथ संकट है, पल पल का संकट मेरे साथ में है। आयु करे तो प्रॉब्लम, मैच वालों को प्रॉब्लम, मैसेज वालों को प्रॉब्लम। उनको भी रिचार्ज चाहिए ना, रिचार्ज कहाँ से लाए, उनको भी यही पता है, रिचार्ज कीजिए। तेरे दिल में जरूरी है कुछ पल। 5 विकेट गए भाई यहाँ पे, विकेट एक और गया। पूरी मजेदार में फंसी हुई है, अगर टीम की बात की जाए पूरी तरह से फंसी हुई है टीम। आज दोनों टीमें हैं जो मुझे लग रहा है संकट में रहेगी, ये मुझे अनुभव है, जहां तक कि मैं काफी सारे मैचेस लाइव करता हूँ, आया हूँ आप सभी के लिए। तो गाइज जल्दी से है जो 7903711544 ये जो नंबर है वहाँ पे आप व्हाट्सअप कर सकते हो। चैनल को भी सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए अभी तक नहीं किया है तो 1 घंटा भी हमको हो चुका लाइव। 9891331111 जी हाँ, 9891331111 इस नंबर पे व्हाट्सअप जरूर करें। 8.5 ओवर कंप्लीट। जी हाँ, ओहो थोड़ा सी आगे जरूर गई है, फिर भी मज़ा आ रहा है इस मैच की अगर बात की जाए तो। जी हाँ, मज़ा आ रहा है।
better Saturday as well, following the other previous days, and we've got a good one coming up at 2:30 local time. The Guyana Amazon Warriors, who won their last game up against the Jamaica Talawas, who won and then lost. So some good potential batting stars on show. We'll start at 2:15 local time, not 2:30, 2:15. Toss will take place 2 p.m. Can't wait to see that. Very excited to see if the Talawas can bounce back, whether the Amazon Warriors can continue and build on their win. It's a good sound on it. It's a good enough sound. A hero maximum for Riyad Emirates.
Long handle, all right. Long side as well. Right out to that deep mid-wicket boundary. There is cover out there, but not far enough.
चलिए भाई, आ चुका हूँ वापस। थोड़ा सा मुझे भी है जो फ्रेश होना था, तो काफ़ी समय से हुआ नहीं था, तो फ्रेश होके आया हूँ। 3 के आपने लाइक भी कर दिया, आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। और आज मुझे पता चला कि आप है जो कि किस प्रकार से भाई का भी सपोर्ट कर रहे हो साथ ही साथ में, और इस मैच को भी है जो आप विनिंग तक हम आपको ले जाएंगे। तो नंबर 790 वाले नंबर आपको मैंने दे दिया, आप ही है जो इस मैच को विन कर पाएंगे, मुझे ऐसा ही लग रहा। बाकी तो मुझे किसी का लग नहीं रहा है कि चंदनिया भी चुप जाता है तो मजा आता है मुझे, ये इसीलिए हम बोलते हैं कि आप ठोको ताली। जी हाँ, ठोको ताली, मजा आएगा इस पर, ठोको ताली यार। यार हमारे पास क्या टेक्निक थोड़ी कम रहती है, क्योंकि जब भी होता है प्रॉब्लम मोबाइल का ही रहता है और कुछ है नहीं। तो ठोको लाइक। भूख लग चुकी है, कोई बात नहीं है। 9891311111 यहाँ पे जाके व्हाट्सअप कीजिए। लाखों रुपए जो ऑनलाइन खेल के कमाइए आप। फोकस, रमी, क्रिकेट, CPL, IPL सब कुछ। 41 रन, अगर 50 रन यहाँ पे बन चुके तो 150 बना देंगे। विकेट गिरने का चांसेस था यहाँ पे, भागे। अच्छा है अपना विकेट बचा लिया इन्होंने, बहुत ही बढ़िया बात है कि इन्होंने विकेट बचा लिया है। चलिए और भी है जो हम आपको बता रहे हैं, तो बहुत ही बढ़िया। 9891331111 यहाँ पे जाइए, व्हाट्सअप कीजिए। और मैच कौन सी टीम विन करेगी, लॉट नंबर 301 7903711555 पर जाइए, जल्दी से व्हाट्सअप कर दीजिए भाई, कौन सी टीम है जो मुकाबला विन करेगी।
Then Nabi changed the course. 32 came off the last 2 overs, and it seems as though that will be the difference maker.
हो बदलेगा भाई, मुकाबला भी बदलेगा और मैच भी बदलेगा। यहाँ पे आप सभी को क्लियर बता दूं, जी हाँ, मैच और मुकाबला दोनों बदलेंगे। आज की अगर बात की जाए तो मजा आ रहा है आप सभी के साथ मिलके, ऐसा ही मजा आता रहे तो फिर देर किस बात की। जी हाँ, बहुत ही बढ़िया आप सभी के लिए। CPL के मुकाबले, हीरो CPL मुकाबले बहुत ही बेहतरीन। तो 9891331111 पे जाइए, जल्दी से व्हाट्सअप है जो आप कर लीजिए, मजा आएगा। अभी तक रन बहुत कम बने, 22 गेंदे 19 रन, फिर एक 9 रन बना के आउट हो चुके हैं। यहाँ पे दोनों देखते, तनवीर भी अच्छे लग रहे हैं, इरमित अच्छे हैं, लंबे लंबे हिट लगा सकते हैं। अगर मैच की अगर मैं यहाँ पे बात करूँ तो जी हाँ, इरमित की अगर बात की जाए तो लंबे लंबे हिट जरूर लगेंगे इरमित, तो लाइक कर दीजिएगा अभी। यूं तेरा मुस्कुराना, मुस्कुराना। 20 ओवर का मैच है और इन 20 ओवर में पता चलेगा भाई, जो फाइनल अपडेट रहने वाले हैं उनके बारे में भी आपको पता चल जाएगा कि क्या बात है। ब्रदर्स एंड गाइस, लव यू ऑल मेंबर्स इन दिस। तो चलिए गाइस, टेलीग्राम को ज्वाइन नहीं किया तो जल्दी से कर लेना, वीडियो के नीचे लिंक मिला। यार आपने ऑफिशियल चैनल को अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया, क्रिक 11 प्लस ऑफिशियल चैनल भी है यार, जल्दी से जाइए और उसे सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए। आई बटन पे भी आपको मिल जाएगा, जैसे आप अपने मोबाइल स्क्रीन पे जो आई बटन दिख रहा है ऊपर आई लिखा हुआ, वहाँ पे क्लिक करेंगे तो आपको चैनल मिल जाएगा, जल्दी से सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिएगा उसे। वीडियो के नीचे आपको टेलीग्राम की लिंक मिल जाएगी, कर लीजिए। हमारा यूट्यूब चैनल की लिंक है ऑफिशियल, उसे भी सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए और इंस्टाग्राम को फॉलो कर दीजिए, कुछ काम हो तो वहाँ पे आ जाइए। SC Kids and Nevis Patriots इंग्लिश कमजोर है, क्या करें। चलिए भाई, तो 2 मिनट का ब्रेक जो चलता है वो 2 मिनट का नहीं है, यहाँ पे 1 मिनट का ही लिया जाता है, जिसमें पानी वगैरह है वो पिया जाता है, और इसलिए आपको है जो यहाँ पे प्लेट दिखाई देती है कि हाँ इतने रन तब तक आप आराम से देख सकते हैं। नबी ने कमाल कर दिया, 3 विकेट, चौथा विकेट मिला है यहाँ पे जाहिर को। नबी अगर मैच चेंजेस कर सकते, क्योंकि नबी के हाथ में वो है मैच चेंज करने के लिए, और उन्होंने मैच भी चेंज किया। चलिए शुरू होने वाला है, देखिए पानी पी रहे हैं, आराम से पानी पी के फिर शुरुआत करेंगे एक बढ़िया से मुकाबले की। टेलीग्राम लिंक मिल जाएगी, नहीं तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, क्रिक 11 प्लस यूट्यूब पे लिखो, सब कुछ आ जाएगा जो भी आपको ज्वाइन करना है। 9891311111 क्या बात है, व्हाट्सएप कर लीजिए मेरे दोस्त। 100 बनाएगा डंक, हिंदुस्तान जिंदाबाद है रहेगा, क्या बात है, वाह। अभी लगेंगे भाई, ये विकेट गिरे थे, देख लीजिए एक बार और नजर डालिए इन विकेट पे। इस प्रकार से है जो विकेट गिरे थे यहाँ पे, विकेट गिरे तो वही लगा कि भाई इस प्रकार से अगर विकेट गिरेंगे थोड़ा मुश्किल जरूर रहेगा। चलिए फिर ड्रोन कैमरे से जो तस्वीरें आपको नजर आ रही है, धीरे धीरे मना धीरे सब कुछ होए। अब इन 10 ओवर में अगर मैच संभालना तो 120 इन्हें बनाने ही होंगे। जी हाँ, 113 रन भी बने थे मैच में, उसमें भी विन नहीं कर पाए थे। यह भी मुकाबला था, 131 वाला भी था, क्योंकि कम रन है तो दबाव भी ज्यादा रहेगा, ये मुझे भी पता है यहाँ तक। चलिए फिर चैनल को कर दीजिए सब्सक्राइब यार, क्रिक 11 प्लस आई बटन पे जो लिंक दिया हुआ है जाइए वहां पे सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए उस चैनल को। आप सभी अभी तक नहीं किया तो आई बटन पे जरूर क्लिक करें, और वीडियो के नीचे आपको टेलीग्राम लिंक मिल रही है, वहां पे क्लिक करें, और इंस्टाग्राम आईडी भी मिल रही है, वहां पे भी क्लिक करें। इंस्टाग्राम पे आ जाइए, हम सभी बात करेंगे, मजा आएगा आप सभी के साथ मिलकर, तो इंस्टाग्राम पे जरूर आइए। ये लिंक आपको सीधा इंस्टाग्राम पे पहुंचा देगी। यूट्यूबर गेमर आ चुका है, क्या बात है। अगर किसी के यूट्यूब पे सब्सक्राइबर इंक्रीज करने हैं और उनके सब्सक्राइबर बढ़ाने हैं, बहुत कम है, तो मेरे इंस्टाग्राम पे आप जरूर जुड़े। वहां से अगर आप आएंगे तो मैं आपको है जो आपके चैनल पे लाइव करके आपका है जो बढ़ा दूंगा सब्सक्राइबर, एक ही दिन में 10-20 हजार कर लूंगा। तो उसके लिए आप इंस्टाग्राम की लिंक वीडियो के नीचे मिल रही है, तो वहां पे आ जाइए, इंस्टाग्राम से मेरे पास आ जाना, तो मैं आपका लाइव स्ट्रीम करके आपके चैनल को एकदम झक्कास कर दूंगा, जैसा कि ये चल रहा है अभी। जी हाँ, वीडियो के नीचे इंस्टाग्राम की लिंक मिलेगी, तो इंस्टाग्राम पे आना और बात करना, भाई मेरे को यूट्यूब पे है जो सब्सक्राइबर वगैरह करने हैं तो आ जाना। ओके, इसी चैनल को भी सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिएगा। 44 पे 5, 104 रन यहाँ पे, 44। देखिए अब इनको है जो संभाल के चलना पड़ेगा। मुझे लग रहा है डंक है जो धीरे धीरे डंक मार के इस मैच को है जो। गुड इवनिंग ब्रो, रेडी आ जाए, गुड इवनिंग यार। आपके साथ गुड इवनिंग नहीं कहेंगे तो किसके साथ कहेंगे यार। गुड इवनिंग ब्रदर, गुड इवनिंग। क्योंकि क्वालिटी स्मूथ हो तो फिर मैच देखने भी मजा आ रहा है। जी हाँ, क्योंकि वो हमारे पास अभी कम नजर आ रहा है, फिर भी देखते हैं डंक नहीं आउट होगा। जी हाँ, डंक मार के जाएगा आज। नबी जरूर है अपने कुछ खा रहे हैं चिंगम वगैरह, फिर भी अब बारी है यहाँ पे सीपी लगने की, तो सीपी भी है और बीपी भी। हाँ, वीआईपी जल्दी से सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिएगा। आप सभी आ चुके हैं तो वीडियो के नीचे आपको मिल जाएगी लिंक, जाइए और मजा लीजिए इस मुकाबले का, बहुत ही बेहतरीन। 11 ओवर कंप्लीट, 46 रन। बड़ी मुश्किल मजेदार में फंसी है टीम। चलिए एक और प्रॉब्लम आया है, इसको करेंगे विदा करना पड़ेगा इसको, नहीं तो साला ये प्रो अपने को जीवन भर देता रहेगा। यार इसका क्या कर सामने
Cottrell gets back there. Patriots will look at a number of what ifs if they could have finished off the innings marginally better if they'd started their bowling effort.
हो टेलीग्राम चैनल्स बंद हैं, हो पाएगा? क्या बात है यार, बंद है? मैं कुछ समझा नहीं। इस SMS वाले को कल तो करना ही पड़ेगा कुछ भी करके। क्योंकि SMS वाला मुझे है जो करना पड़ेगा कुछ। ये देखिए कैच की तरफ नजर बढ़ रहा है, मुझे लग रहा है हाथ से लिया है इन्होंने कैच, जमीन से पकड़ा है ऐसा लग रहा है। नोटिफिकेशन ऑफ कर दो यार, कैसे करें यार, कुछ इलाज बताइए मुझे। ये और आया, ये देखिए नोटिफिकेशन को कैसे ऑफ करें मुझे बताइए, आज कर ही दूंगा।
He goes slower ball and Cottrell latches on to it. He's a strong man.
चलिए गाइस एक बार और बता दूं, 7903711115 पर जाइए और मैच विनिंग जान लीजिए। आने वाले मुकाबला भी आपको मिलेगा और IPL भी मिलेगा विनिंग के लिए, सीजन भी विनिंग बताएंगे, जल्दी से ज्वाइन कर लीजिए। और अगर आप कसिनो क्रिकेट सब कुछ खेलना चाहे 9891311111 पे जाइए, जल्दी से है तो संपर्क कर लीजिए, मजा आएगा वहाँ पे। 48 पे 5, 11 पर 3 ओवर हुए कंप्लीट।
Attempted Yorker, just over pitched.
50 रन हो चुके कंप्लीट। ये 50 रन आप सभी के लिए बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण रन है। ये 50 रनों की रफ्तार भी अच्छी है, रनों की 50 रन, क्योंकि मुकाबला चल रहा है, लॉट ऑफ लॉप चल रहा है। देखिए अब 10 ओवर हुए हैं, 11 ओवर में जैसे कि वहां पे मैच रुक गया था, तो अभी झटका लगने वाला है। तो DND से यार फिर मेरे कोई SMS नहीं, DND लगा दे, DND मैसेज नोटिफिकेशन नहीं आएगा। पर यार DND गौरव कुमार अगर लगा दूंगा तो मेरा जो भी होगा उसे कैसे करूंगा यार मैं? DND में फिर कोई मैसेज नहीं आएगा ना। DND प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा DND का। तो चलिए 9891331111 पे जाइए, संपर्क कीजिए और 7903711555 पे जाइए। DND कैसे DND मैंने कल किया था तो बिल्कुल मतलब मेरे बैंकिंग का भी SMS बंद हो जाता है DND में। चलिए गाइस बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप सभी का। हंसते रहिए, मुस्कुराते रहिए और अपने आसपास सफाई जरूर रखें। एक ही बात है, लगेंगे भाई, अब तो लगेंगे। अब तो बारी है हिट लगने की, काफी समय हो चुका तो अब तो हिट लगेंगे। जी हाँ, अब हिट लगने की बारी है, बड़े बड़े हिट लगने की बारी है। 9891331111 पे जाइए और व्हाट्सअप कीजिए, बता लीजिए। एयरटेल ऑफिस जाके नोटिफिकेशन ऑफ कर दे यार। एयरटेल ऑफिस गांव से जाऊंगा, मेरा यहाँ पे 60-70 रुपए तो किराया लग जाएगा साला। एयरटेल ऑफिस वो भी कोरोना के समय बंद हुआ, इधर उधर और भटकना बस से भी है नहीं, तो और नुकसान हो जाएगा मुझे मैक्सिमम। वाह क्या बात है, डंक, अपने डंक लगाना शुरू कर दिया है तो बहुत बढ़िया है। डंक का डंक देख लिया है हमने, डंक का डंक देख लिया है आप सभी ने। 57 रन, 5 विकेट, 12.2 ओवर कंप्लीट इन दिस मैच। अब है जो डंक को पता चला है खेलने से कोई फायदा नहीं है, बैठ के भी रन बनाने पड़ेंगे, लंबे लंबे हिट मारेंगे तभी जाके है जो सक्सेस होगा ये। तो भाई कुछ भी काम हो तो इंस्टाग्राम पे आ जाना, अगर प्रमोशन वगैरह कुछ भी हो तो इंस्टाग्राम की आईडी वीडियो डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक मिल जाएगी, नहीं तो गूगल पे सर्च कर लेना करिकुलम प्लस। ओहो ये तो विकेट, शानदार विकेट है भाई। यहाँ पे तो डंक की मुसीबत है, जरूर विकेट मिलेगा। क्या बात है, नुकसानदायक कैच दिया यहाँ पे।
if I was your captain on the field to run in.
चलिए बेवड़ा, ये इतने मैसेज क्यों कर रहा है इसकी माँ का। एयरटेल तुझे नहीं छोड़ूंगा कल मैं।
So that would be me.
Oh, what a
even me, you know, Obed McCoy.
एक रन से काम चला रहे हैं और इसी रन के साइंस TNT not comment with this.
Close the game and still the game's not closed.
ओहो क्या बात है, साइलेंट, क्या बात है यार, क्या बात है। 9-8 9-8 9-8 9-8 9-8 9-8 दिस मैच। देखिए इतना पीछे भी लोग देखते हैं यार, 15 मिनट पीछे चलता है तो उनको लगता है 58 पे 12.4 ओवर कंप्लीट। बात है यार, बढ़िया मुकाबले देखने को मिलते हैं तो फिर देर किस बात की। जल्दी से कर लीजिए सब्सक्राइब, क्या यूट्यूब चैनल सब्सक्राइब।
He's had a rough time these last couple of games, but we have to continue investing in these young players. Some develop quicker than others with 18 required from 2, not going to happen.
20 के पक्का आपके लिए, जल्दी से कर लीजिए इस मुकाबले को अपने हाथ में और आ जाइए लाठी खोला सब कुछ। चेक योर इंस्टाग्राम क्रिकेट 125 एचडी और CPL बोल रहा चेक योर इंस्टाग्राम। ओके भाई चेक करेंगे इंस्टाग्राम पे यार, एक ही मोबाइल है क्या करे यार, इंस्टाग्राम चेक करे या फिर यहाँ पे लाइव बंद करे, कुछ समझ में नहीं आता मुझे।
We've seen Cottrell come to the fore in the last 2, 3, 4 years.
तेरा दिल भी तो यूं को ही दुखाएगा। चलिए यार, क्रिक 11+ यूट्यूब चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए, आई बटन पे क्लिक कीजिए, नहीं तो आई बटन पे क्लिक नहीं करना चाहते हो तो वीडियो डिस्क्रिप्शन में जाइए और कर लीजिए। ये ट्रॉफी बहुत ही शानदार है। तो जी हाँ, ये ट्रॉफी बहुत शानदार है। इस ट्रॉफी को आप है जो यूं ही ना समझे, ये ट्रॉफी आपके लिए बहुत ही कीमती ट्रॉफी है, आप सभी के लिए।
What is the field telling me, as in where are my fielders, and also what's the dimensions of the field telling me, and run in with clarity around what delivery I need to be bowling. But through pain of setback and disappointment comes knowledge.
बह ही गया। 60 रन बन चुके हैं, 14 ओवर कंप्लीट होने को आए हैं, रन भी 60 बन चुके हैं, तो स्थिति मुश्किल जरूर है, मजेदार में फंसी हुई है टीम।
See, that's my ball right there. 6 attempts at those is where I would have gone. He's done it well last ball. Congratulations to Darren Sammy and his entire team today. because they started well, had some difficult
चलिए लोगों की बात है तो देखते हैं।
11 to 18, but Nabi was superb at the back end, 32 of the last 2 overs.
ओहो क्या बात है, कुछ करके दिखाएंगे यहाँ पे।
Outstanding and a victory for the Zouks by 10 runs.
Yeah, pretty convincing performance, you'd have to say.
As I said, finish match, so why happiness? चलिए guys, तो 13.4 ओवर 62 रन 14 ओवर भी कंप्लीट हुए।
Never really looked like it was going to go the Patriots' way. Ramden tried with a good 46, but outside of him, it fell away. So there's the real telltale, the partnerships that's free the 20 or more, and that's it. So that's where it came unstuck. Wasn't a pair that got together to make any sort of impact.
टेलीग्राम ज्वाइन कर लेना, वीडियो के नीचे लिंक मिलेगी, जितने भी बंदे टेलीग्राम ज्वाइन कर लीजिए।
Patriots batting tournament so far, no big scores really. Nabi very good. Cougar line 4 for 33. We saw Kimo Paul with a 4-wicket haul here a couple of days ago, and Chase didn't get into the runs today, but shows the value of the all.
ये देखिए प्लेयर्स है, इसको फील्डिंग बिल्कुल होती नहीं है इनसे, विकेट जरूर गिरा है यहाँ पे, एक और विकेट, टीम बड़ी मुश्किल में है भाई। प्रोजेक्ट स्कोर की अगर बात की जाए तो 98, 110 से ज्यादा नहीं बना पाएंगे, 110 मुश्किल रहेगा इनके लिए। अगर 120-30 रन बन गए तो फिर इनके लिए बहुत ही बढ़िया हो जाएगा बॉस। इससे ज्यादा ये क्या कर पाएंगे, मुझे ये थोड़ा मुश्किल लग रहा, बहुत मुश्किल लग रहा भाई, थोड़ा नहीं है।
Cougar line 4 for 33. We saw Kimo Paul with a 4-wicket haul here a couple of days ago. And Chase didn't get into the runs today, but shows the value of the all-round
टकलिया चला गया भाई,
12.
बहुत बढ़िया प्लेस था, रन भी बनाए और वो इज द मैच विन। Who is the match win? 7903711544 बस एक ही व्हाट्सएप करना, बिल्कुल मुफ्त में आपको प्रेडिक्शन दे देंगे, नो टेंशन। देखिए यार प्लेयर है, बहुत अट्टा कटा प्लेयर है, इसके अगर आजू बाजू में गेंद आई तो फिर डायरेक्ट 6 ही लगेगा, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है। Duck is good, Ben Duck is good, very good live in this match as बढ़िया मुकाबला, बढ़िया रोमांटिक मुकाबले देखने को मिलते हैं आप सभी के साथ। हम आते हैं तो मजा भी आता है हमको, और
Misjudgment from Fletcher behind the stumps. He's hurt his hand here. See where it struck him on the glove. Fingertip, I think, right on the finger end. Which can be particularly painful, especially if there's an injury that already exists in that position. circumstances. So the management, the organisers of CPL have done a great job with local government here in Trinidad and Tobago to get the tournament up and running. The players have also made huge sacrifices.
bowling figure.
Hassan, 6 for 6. That was in Barbados back in 2013. Who just been dismissed with his 5 for 3. There's some impressive numbers there, particularly when you're only given 24 balls.
Four of the 5 players on that list playing in Hero CPL 2020.
Straight. Still on.
Surely this pitch will dry out as well. Batting should become easier. So that's another advantage that St. Lucia Zouks will have in their run chase.
every chance they can reach that 100 plus.
Just a single. As we approach the 19th over, I'm sure many of the batsmen in the Zouks team will be thinking about the approach required in this run chase stop. They need to put a higher weighting on preservation of their wickets. In length. Might look to go full now.
Better length. At the end of the day, regardless of how the Zouks has played in the last couple of overs,
It's been a very good over so far. Changing his legs. Majority of the deliveries attempting to be full. And in that Yorker length. Vicious swing there from Alzari Joseph at the middle. Should be taken. Surrendered his wicket in right hand. There was an intent to go over the field. But the field off the ball, he was to get the ball.
तो दोस्तों आप सुन सकते हैं कि यहाँ पर जमैका तालिबास की टीम आपके सामने है।
गाइस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलिएगा। प्लीज एवरीवन सब्सक्राइब दिस चैनल एंड लाइक द वीडियो। Lighting will be starting soon guys, so wait till then. Please everyone like and subscribe this channel. Live video will be starting soon. Whenever we will get the live stream, we will show you guys. और जब भी लाइव स्ट्रीम हमारे पास आ जाएगी मैं आपके लिए लाइव स्ट्रीम लेकर आऊँगा। तो तब तक आप चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लें, वीडियो को लाइक करें प्लीज एवरीवन।
Yet again, 10 runs coming from it. A way better effort with the bat by the Patriots in the last 3 overs. But they will still think that 110 is going to be a big ask for them to defend.
Sammy all smiles, and so he should be. Won the toss and bowled first, and conditions were very much in favour for bowling. Attacking wicket.
Congratulations from
Did your game just get interrupted by an update? It's switching time to a Chromebook that updates automatically. Switch to updates without interruption. Switch to Chromebook.
Is it me? Or does it seem like 5G is a little out of the wheelhouse? There it is. It's like connect the dots. Oh, that's Sagittarius.
Pitched up again, similar ball, similar result.
जल्दी बताएं आप।
expectation of following up on that.
And the best for
good start.
Oh, that's out of here. Huge. We're talking about Hero Maximums. That's out of the ground with a new name. Tournament 6's 4-3-5 continues. Into this ground. Most sixes in the history of the Hero CPL. It was very venue. Because when the breeze is in, that's one of the areas that the ball is almost like a magnet to. Flick of the wrist, wonderful follow through extension. From Andre Russell up on the roof. Can we hit our ball back, please? Oh, 106 for 4 here. They're not going to get this back in the guttering. Oh, thank you, Damon. Bringing out the balls and the box. The new one on the roof. Hero Maximum again.
Done a good job.
Haley's coming. It's just left the arena.
The wind is flight. It is light. Flight.
This is their 5G coverage map.
तो दोस्तों हमारे साथ जुड़ चुके हैं 1100 लोग। दोस्तों सभी से मैं रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ वीडियो को सभी से मैं रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ वीडियो को जल्दी से लाइक करें। सभी यहाँ पे कमेंट है और यहाँ पे कमेंट है यूट्यूब से देख रहे हैं मैं पंजाब से बोल रहे हैं हरियाणा वाली तरफ बहुत बधाई फ्रॉम वेस्ट बंगाल हरियाणा वाली तरफ फ्रॉम वेस्ट बंगाल हरियाणा पंजाब वेस्ट बंगाल इंडिया आप सपोर्ट भी कर सकते हैं अपने भाई को जितना भी आप करना चाहते हैं 10-15-20
and the bottom hand pumps it over 100 meters for this one. Russell 42 from 20. He's dealing at maximums. He's hit 5 of them and just one along the carpet.
तो आप सभी जल्दी लाइक करें। पहली बॉल बहुत ही बढ़िया बॉल होती हुई इसको अंपायर शायद वाइड करार दे पर दी नहीं क्योंकि थोड़ा ज्यादा ही होगी स्विंग 14 दोस्तों एक साथ पहले लाइक वाला बटन दबा दो। मुझे पता है आप जो मैच देखेंगे उसके बाद 600 लाइक हुए हैं दोस्तों और 1500 लोग जुड़े हुए हैं।
Take whatever way you want it, but it's another boundary. Yeah, doesn't matter how they come as long as they keep coming. It's the other one. It goes the other way. A little leg cut, almost out of the gloves of Dinesh Ramden. Flashing blade, thick edge. Don't often see this from Sunil Narayan. Bit of emotion.
Beaten the ball his last over. He's got some tap tonight. Can he get those Yorkers right again?
सभी प्लीज वीडियो को लाइक करते चले यार क्योंकि टारगेट हमारे लाइक्स का है वो आपको कंप्लीट करवाना है क्योंकि आप सभी भाई हमारे टारगेट को कंप्लीट करवाएंगे। देखो अभी भी कम है जो 700 लाइक है तो जल्दी से लाइक कर दें।
Very strong with his opinions as well.
This is just brilliant showcasing of power from the man Russell. Hero Maximum, number 7 for him in the innings so far.
Square leg and fine leg out.
Now he's beaten brave enough to try the Yorker again. If he misses, it's going to travel. Oh, wow! Another one! What a beauty into the scoreboard! Wow, that is sensational.
My word, that has gone off the ground. This went straight over the scoreboard and Chris Gale. Well, he is shocked with the distance, the power, the onslaught from the man, Andre Russell.
I wonder if he's aiming for his own name on the scoreboard here. Hit Shakib, I think. Hit Shakib's name. Unbelievable stuff from Andre Russell. Are you brave? I mean, what do? You try the Yorker. If you get the Yorker right, you're fine. Anything else is likely to go. Oh, that's gone, that's gone, that's gone. That is out of here. Goodbye, white ball. What an over that is. 22 runs from it. 17 gone, 160 before. I'm going to lie down. That's it. That's gone for six.
That deep square and that long leg.
What a start of the over from Andre Russell.
Well, he's proving to be unstoppable. This man, Andre Russell.
Could be used.
Even Dwayne Bravo and his skills can't stop the run scoring.
Playing a miss.
Yeah, I don't find this field too much.
His 10th hero maximum.
Edwards to bowl that close line. To look
display of power hitting we've seen from him.
Swing,
and hitting that drop ball as well.
Into play.
So totally in tune with proceedings out there on a good surface. We know the boundaries are not the biggest, but it wouldn't matter. These would be going for six anywhere. Oh, that's hit so hard. So hard, they had no chance. And these boys straight are quick.
Well, Johan Klutzer did well to react very quickly to this shot from Andre Russell. Had to pull his leg out of the way. That's because of the power. Have a look at this. Oops, out of the way. Long on and long off, don't even have a chance.
So he's on strike and he's on 94.
तो दोस्तों 2500 लोग जुड़ते हुए सभी से मैं रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूं कि आप प्लीज़ वीडियो को लाइक वाला बटन क्लिक करके 1000 लाइक का टारगेट है हमारा सबसे पहले, तो वो कंप्लीट करते हैं सभी साथी मिलके। कमेंट सेक्शन में लिख दो 1000 लाइक्स कंप्लीट। जल्दी से जल्दी करवा भी दो आप सभी के सभी मिलके दोस्तों, क्योंकि आप करवाओगे तभी तो लाइक होंगे ना। तो सभी मिलके दोस्तों सपोर्ट करो, लाइक का टारगेट 1000 का कंप्लीट करो।
From the man himself, Andre Russell. He's taken control of this game and he's really shown his skill, his talent, his ability. He's leading this Jamaican team, inspiring them. Look at the spectators and supporters.
What a treat this has been to watch. The fastest CPL 100. 42 balls, 11 sixes.
तो दोस्तों आप पेटीएम सपोर्ट भी कर सकते हैं। पेटीएम नंबर मेरा स्क्रीन पे आपको दिख रहा है 8949716964। जो भी पेटीएम करेगा उसका नाम मैं आपकी लाइव में जरूर से लेने वाला हूं, तो जल्दी से जल्दी पेटीएम करो। जो भी पेटीएम करेगा भाई उसका नाम लूंगा मैं। तो आपके सामने नंबर है 8949716964। तो जो भी पेटीएम करेगा उसका नाम मैं लाइव में जरूर लूंगा। तो जल्दी से जल्दी आप पेटीएम कीजिए दोस्तों सपोर्ट के लिए।
And he decided to bowl first. These are the two teams. The Windies without T20 superstar Christopher Henry Gale. Some big names in there. Evan Lewis,
doesn't start
Samuels,
well again. O'Shane
Robert
Thomas.
Paul,
That's a
Andrew
lovely
Russell.
shot from Brandon King.
Two players left out. Chadwick Walton, Sheldon Cottrell. For Bangladesh, a very even team.
And the first one
alongside Nihat Ali Khan.
Just
I like the look of this team. They've gone
off
with
the pads.
Quite a lot of bowlers. They have a very
from Brandon King
batting, but if you look
good
at the
timing towards the short end of the field.
And Rubel Hussain will lead the attack.
But that timing was impeccable.
They can have Ariful Haq who's come in.
So lots of that in 2019.
And the Shakib Mehdi.
And a lot more from him in 2020.
Orthodox spinner.
And
they have also Mahmudullah. So they've got a pretty decent lineup.
And what about away for four? And O'Shane Thomas stands in amazement, throwing his hands in the air. But this is not a good start again.
This time he went for the short delivery. O'Shane Thomas. Well, he's up and running. Brandon King, the sixer through that by a four. Brandon King in front of him went for the short one.
Another opportunity.
O'Shane Thomas getting the result. But there's some familiarity here. Both these gentlemen hail from Jamaica.
Out of form.
Brandon
Initially
King
not picked up in the squad, but the team management from West Indies wanted him to be a part of the T20 setup.
One of the problems that O'Shane Thomas had today was not only
actually no, it's
that he was pitching the ball, that he was pushing the ball down the leg side, down the leg side, falling away to someone that knows him very well, knows his bowling, and they talked about his bowling.
Take pace off the ball. You usually see for the Windies, Samuel Badri open the bowling.
A little bit more leeway outside to the right hand of Attis.
Carlos Brathwaite getting exactly what he wanted to do. Spoke about bowling first, giving himself a chance to chase. And this venue, because of it being fairly small, very difficult to defend totals here. First delivery, stopped. Dinesh Ramdan gets into the act. And the Windies, they cock a hoop.
He's used to bowling the
What
new
a
balls,
start for the world champions.
Mujib.
I was a little bit surprised to see Ashley Nurse taking the white new ball, bowling the very first delivery. Have a look at this. Was short, he went down the track straight away.
For that first wicket.
And he was nowhere near when the bails were taken off. And a delight. Delight for Windies.
Problems here. Bowling
We'll be very happy to see the back of Tamim Iqbal, who's gone for North.
This is a huge
Bangladesh.
disappointment the way he started here again.
Almost a carbon copy of the first one in the over. Very similar. It seems to be a free hit as well. So just adding insult to injury here. Oh, Shane Thomas. Really needs to recover. Already going for 19. 2 deliveries left with a free hit. So it's a difficult start for him. And this is where that experience and that knowledge will come into play. And both the gentlemen you spoke of, having a chat with him, Andrew Russell, Carlos Brathwaite. We just got some confirmation there. The free hit might have been for field restrictions. So that 3 fielders outside of the inner circle.
Litandas virtually opening the batting.
And the third man.
Because his teammate just faced up one delivery.
Might be 4 more runs as well.
Gets it through. Nice shot.
You
get a boundary. He's an aggressive player.
Possibly the worst way that you can start a bowling
good response by Bangladesh to the fall of the wickets of Tamim Iqbal.
Trying to compensate in terms of the line. This time going a little bit wider. And that thick outside edge. It was a free hit. So no chance of being out. Except, of course, run out.
Send money from home via our app or at woo.com. Choose fast and convenient money transfers when sending to loved ones around the world.
And you'll have to re-bowl that most
See where that took you. The pitch might have dried out a bit.
This year. 24 runs off it.
And another one, this time over long off. A monumental blow from Rakim Cornwall. Ends the over with another hero maximum, 20 with all loss after one.
Through practice days.
Shot boy Jimbo.
Through matches.
Or should I say shots?
Strength.
Stand and deliver.
Where he might have been aiming previously. 28 without loss.
A lot of pace on the ball. I think it's a surface you've got to test very early to find out if it's tracking, sticking.
What a start for the St. Lucia Zouks. Rakim Cornwall is just making all of us look very silly, talking about this pitch, talking about grip, talking about all sorts of things. But look what he's doing. Really good. 20 runs in the first over. Not so good. This man has been good in the matches that he's played.
तो दोस्तों यहाँ पे हमारे कुछ पेटीएम आए हैं जिसका नाम मैं ले रहा हूँ। गणेश भाई ने हमें यहाँ पे 10 रुपए किए हैं। थैंक यू गणेश भाई। 5 रुपए किए हैं हमारे यहाँ पे एक भाई पेटीएम यूज़र नाम आ रहा है इनका भी दिल से धन्यवाद यार कि आप हमें सपोर्ट किया। और उसी के साथ मैं 1-2 नाम और लेना चाहता हूँ। तो जिनके भी पेटीएम आ रहे हैं, पेटीएम जो भी करेगा उसका नाम जरूर से लिया जाएगा दोस्तों। दिनेश भाई ने 2 रुपए किए, अजय शर्मा ने 10 रुपए किए हैं और शीन आलम ने 2 रुपए, पंकज अग्रवाल ने 10 रुपए, संदीप कुमार ने 8 रुपए और यहाँ पे मोहम्मद भाई ने 3 रुपए किए। तो दोस्तों ये है पेटीएम नंबर, आप इस पे पेटीएम कर सकते हैं। तो जल्दी से जल्दी पेटीएम कर दें दोस्तों।
A bit hard on yourself there. I don't think Cornwall is making anyone look silly. We've talked about the pitch in the context of pace off the ball. Spinners coming into play.
In which he can make a contribution. And we've seen it.
I think once you put pace on the ball as a seamer, then you're in trouble. So with John Ross Jagasa coming into the attack, I think the short leg is coming in. Is that why the pads, the leg guards are coming out?
Third man is up.
और यहाँ पे दिनेश भाई की तरफ से भी 10 रुपए आते हैं। मैच ताबड़तोड़ स्टार्ट हुआ है, 32 रन ठोक दिए यहाँ पे किंग भाई ने, 22 रन, हेमराज ने 6, 2.2 बॉल्स के अंदर। क्या जबरदस्त शुरुआत। तो 20 रुपए यहाँ पे रवि भाई के भी और आए हैं, थैंक यू रवि भाई। 20 रुपए अभिराज चौधरी, थैंक यू अभिराज चौधरी, थैंक यू वेरी मच। इसी प्रकार से सपोर्ट करें आप अपने भाई को।
Has told us is that as far as the way the pitch played in the first innings, the seamers were expensive. So it's a pace off the ball. So what Cornwall did to
तो जल्दी से जल्दी वीडियो को लाइक कर लें, शेयर कर लें। लाइक अभी तक आपने बहुत कम किए हैं दोस्तों, लाइक वाला जल्दी से जल्दी बटन दबा दें दोस्तों। ये गलत बात है, आप हमारे चैनल को लाइक नहीं करते हो यार। इतना अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं आप सभी के लिए, लाइक कर दो एक साथ। 5000 लोग बैठे हो दोस्तों और लाइक वाला बटन सिर्फ 1200 पे खड़ा है। तो जल्दी से जल्दी लाइक करो ताकि जो टारगेट है वो कंप्लीट हो सके। तो जल्दी लाइक, पहले लाइक वाला बटन जल्दी से जल्दी क्लिक कर देना।
So once we get that in,
5 रुपए रोहित कुमार ने किए हैं, 10 रुपए संदीप तिवारी ने किए हैं, 20 रुपए अभिराज और 5 रुपए यहाँ पे एक पेटीएम यूजर के आए हैं। दिनेश भाई के भी 5 रुपए, थैंक यू ब्रदर, सभी का थैंक यू दिल से।
Jagasa has been very good in this tournament, but he will look back on this first ball with regret. Where are his deep fielders? Where is his protection? On the leg side, a deep mid-wicket and long on. And you give him width, short and wide, right of your screen. So he has to bowl a fairly straight line, wouldn't you say?
Short, tries to go short.
Much better. He made the accommodation. We'll talk about the resources that were used in that first innings. A plethora of spinners on show. Riyad Emirates, he doesn't necessarily have the same resources in his team. John Ross Jagisa, Imran Khan as the only 2 specialist spinners. So in as much as they would have seen the way the surface played, seen the effect of the spinners, doesn't have that in his armory to call upon.
तो दोस्तों पेटीएम नंबर आप सभी की स्क्रीन पे दिख रहा है, तो जल्दी से इस पेटीएम नंबर पे आप पेटीएम करें। मैं सभी का नाम लेने वाला हूँ जो भी भाई पेटीएम करेगा। तो 2 रुपए आदित्य, 1 रुपए रवि नाम के भाई से आए हैं, तो थैंक यू वेरी मच।
So I'm going to ask Fletcher to hit the ball past my inner ring.
Thinking that threshold. That's a very important point. I spoke to Andre this morning about that, and it puts him under some pressure to get that single. You want Cornwall to face the majority of the deliveries in the power play. The challenge is to get him on strike.
Use my one short ball for the over. I think it's happening now. Where the
Nice bounce and turn. 24 without loss after 2.
Bowl a more conventional length delivery and perhaps more of an off-stump line.
Quite like this approach from Brandon King. Not trying to score of every delivery, score the boundaries, that is, of every delivery. He's got off to a flyer. Rakim Cornwall 20 of 6. Having faced that first over, capitalized. Imran Khan is now introduced into the attack after Sohail Tanvir disappeared. So Riyad Emirates recognizing the importance of getting early wickets and deciding that he's going to throw his best chances or his best prospects of getting those wickets at the St. Lucia Zouks.
It's got some distance on it as well.
I want to put you in the limelight again, Sammy. This kid, well, I wouldn't say he's a kid because he's 35. He's not a spring chicken. He would have sort of gauged his method on your type of quick leg spin. What length should he bowl? What is the feel?
तो दोस्तों आप सभी के सामने बहुत ही जबरदस्त मैच देखने को मिल रहा है। तेज तरारी पारियां हो रही है यहाँ पे। और अगर आप सभी कोई ऑनलाइन आईडी में इंटरेस्टेड है तो बंदा नंबर दिए हुए हैं 7366850492। इस नंबर पे आप मैसेज करके ऑनलाइन आईडी भी ले सकते हैं। भाई बहुत इंटरेस्टेड हैं तो इनसे आप कांटेक्ट जरूर करें। आज के स्पॉन्सर है हमारी, तो इनसे आप ज़रूर से रब्ता कर लें। 7366850492। और पेटीएम हमारे भाई कईयों ने किया है तो मैं नाम लेना चाहता हूँ सभी का। 1 रुपये यहाँ पे BHO भाई ने किया है, 10 रुपये सरी पिल्ला शिवा सूर्या ने किया है, पटेल किंजल कुमार भाई ने 5 रुपये, अर्पित भाई 5 रुपये, 2 रुपये सौरभ मिड्डा, 1 रुपये सूरज कुमार, जितेंद्र सिंह 5, 30 हिमांशु जोशी, थैंक यू हिमांशु जोशी, पड़ोसी सेठी अखिल 5 रुपये, 1 रुपये रवि रंजन, आशीष कुमार मीणा 1 रुपये, 30 रुपये हिमांशु, 2 रुपये सोनू, 5 रुपये हरी गोपुल्ला, 5 रुपये सुखबीर, 1 रुपये आकाश राठौर। 37 रन बिना कोई लॉस के 3 विकेट 3 ओवर सॉरी बिना कोई नुकसान। और आप ऑनलाइन आईडी के लिए जल्दी से मैसेज कर लें इस नंबर पे जाके। जो भी इंटरेस्टेड है ऑनलाइन आईडी, जिसको भी जो भी नॉलेज है ऑनलाइन आईडी का तो जरूर से कर ले दोस्तों। स्पॉन्सर है आज के हमारे।
So much good for the Zouks in the power play. Mandela Park is just over the back there. Somebody's got a ball.
Really powerful strike of the ball. And I'm not too sure if the slight drizzle that we've had over the last over or so has anything to do with it.
एक मजेदार बात, 5300 लोग बैठे हो यार। अभी देखो लाइक सिर्फ मेरे हुए हैं 1600 लाइक हुए हैं। तो जितने लोग बैठे हो ना सभी के सभी वीडियो लाइक कर दो बस। इतना काम कर दो। आपका भाई बस आपसे इतना ही मांगता है। मैच देखो शुरुआत से ही ऐसे आग लगी हुई सी लग रही है ना। तो मैच भी जब ही बनता है जब आप इंटरेस्ट से देखो। और ज़्यादातर मेरे भाई बोल रहे थे कि सर GAW पे हमने सिलेक्ट की है टीम और मजे दे रही है वो। सौरभ मिड्डा ने यहाँ पे 1.5 रुपये किए हैं, अर्पित ने फिर 5 रुपये किए हैं, 2 रुपये नागा ने, 1 फ्रॉम रविंदर, 1 फ्रॉम गर्पित अखिल, 50 रुपये रवि रंजन ने। तो दोस्तों कमेंट में रवि लिख दें सभी के सभी। 5 रुपये गोपाल सेन ने किए हैं, रवि जरूर से लिखें दोस्तों क्योंकि सपोर्ट किया रवि भाई ने 50 रुपये का। और 5 रुपये का यज्ञेश भाई ने भी सपोर्ट किया। यार थोड़ी तबीयत खराब है इसलिए मेरी आवाज़ थोड़ी आज बढ़िया नहीं लग रही होगी आप लोगों को, तो उसके लिए सॉरी। लेकिन मैं अपना पूरा प्रयास कर रहा हूँ कि आपके साथ इसी प्रकार से लाइव जुड़ता रहूँ और आपका काम भी बनता है। जो भाई रवि ने 50 रुपये किया उनका थैंक यू वेरी मच।
But he's gotten his team off to a flyer, Cornwall, which is something the Zouks will accept.
By the Amazon Warriors, 44 without loss.
Yeah, he's performed his role. You'll take that in these circumstances, in these conditions. Like 30 for 1, and getting off the. The batsman of the tournament so far, Shamrock Maya. And he'll have an opportunity at some point in this innings. 44 without loss and an imposing batting lineup. Maya, Taylor, Puran, Rutherford, Kimo, Paul, Chris Green, all can give it a tonk. And they're off to a good start. Similar to what we saw in the first game in that power play. Perhaps the Guyana Amazon Warriors can go on to get closer to that 200. Andrew Russell, you called it, Bish, into the attack. Alzari Joseph towards the back end, getting that 21. And they limped over the 100 mark, getting to 110 for 9. And a really good bowling effort. But you have to question the manner in some of those dismissals. Mentioned the bowling effort. Look at that at the top. Mohamed Nabi 5 for 15 with 15 dots. Kugeline, Zahir, Cornwall, and Kesrick Williams a wicket apiece.
Some really good gap finding being on display for this opening pair from the Amazon Warriors. We saw his best form
Cornwall
last year.
dismissed just before this delay. Bowled Imran Khan, 26 of 11. A little bit of room accessing that offside. Finding the gap to get that wicket, Imran Khan in his first over. So but Sultan, he disappeared in the one that he bowled, none for 20. So the match summary, St. Kitts and Nevis, Patriots getting up to 110, thanks to Ben Dunk and Alzari Joseph, Mohamed Nabi, the main destroyer, and the Zouks, well, in pursuit of that, are 30 for 1.
There's no doubt it'll be a challenge for him, but he's such a level-headed guy. He comes from a good family background.
Fan of the match, to those of you who are tuned in virtually, Lilia Fletcher.
His family, and he, no doubt, would be able to
Mother Zouk to the rescue.
The information on what needs to
and they've really been rescued so far this season. Getting up 3 victories already in pursuit of their 4th. Look at that. So lots of support across the Caribbean for all of these teams.